Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Night InSaNiTy! We are insane. Welcome to the inner workings of our minds.
We're slightly less insane than the rest
Don't
of
mind Skinslip up in the corner. She's just dying. So, she'll be the first to go. Who's going to be next?
Real talk.
Taking bets now.
I'm 7 days deep into a sickness here because my mom got me sick. Since she was contagious 2 days prior, she got me sick last Friday, and I don't have a fever anymore. But real talk, I had every single thing to say that I definitely had coronavirus.
Yeah.
So,
Good
not
times.
even kidding. Like, it's
You could say
very.
she was
I couldn't get testing
down
because
with the
they
sickness.
cost $150 for my location still.
Yeah.
And so, because, America sucks if you're poor. And so,
There we go.
yeah, I can't tell. All I can tell is I might have. Because for the most,
Coke.
just too late.
But hey,
Yeah.
you seem
I'm a
to
little
be
windy.
weathering the storm. That's good, at least. So that's something. Yeah. Similarly, Annetta and her husband have been sick for a while. That's why Rosie was. For those of you who go to my regular streams, will know that Rosie was with me for about a week last week, and then she's back now, and it's March break. But the reason she was with me last week is because Annetta and her husband were sick and had, again, very flu-like, very corona-like symptoms.
I have never had night sweats like this before. I've had all manner of flu up and down. This is actually a mild flu. Like, I only had 2 days of body aches, right? And
Yeah.
only almost threw up. Like, it was, it wasn't so bad, but like, it's just dry cough.
Hey, thanks, Stoudman.
I've never encountered this dry cough like this.
31
never-
months in a row. Boom.
I've had dry coughs in the past, right? That's like, it sucks, but I've never had it like this before. I've never had it to where I have to change my shirt 5 times a night because I'm sweating so fucking profusely while not wearing a single, like, not covered by anything but the shirt I'm wearing. And it's just like, I am sweating gallons of water every night.
I think
I've
you
never,
had what I had
ever.
in February.
Like a month
Beginning of
ago.
January.
Yeah, I remember you were sick for a while.
But coronavirus
Because that's
is
what happened to
detected.
me. That's exactly what happened to me.
Coronavirus is detected in January. Was the doctor wasn't allowed to talk? Was his
Hey, thanks,
findings
worm
were
disease.
silenced. Because
Booyah.
he wanted.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. So Rosie was here for a week because her mom and her husband were sick, and so they brought her back here this week, and now she's sick with whatever they had.
So now he's got it.
Thus
He's gonna
far, I have not had any issues. Just making sure I take my
14
vitamins.
Knock on wood.
Making sure
14 days.
Making sure I take my vitamins and stay, eating healthy food and get lots and lots of sleep. And so far, so good. But, I mean,
Oh yeah.
kids are petri dishes. And,
Yeah, I mean, And she coughed right on him. I watched it.
Yeah, she came over to say hi and, like, literally coughed right on me several times. Like, okay, can you maybe
You
at least
definitely have it.
turn your head?
Yeah, he's definitely gonna get sick. It's a matter of time.
So,
No matter how bad he gets, it's up to his body, of course.
Well, that's the shitty thing now,
I'll be
though.
fine.
It's like even a common cold to somebody else is going to look like you have it.
yeah.
Like, you
Well,
got
I mean,
coronavirus.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Everybody's basically doing the whole self-isolation thing. We're doing that here, too. Basically, we're just holding up for a couple weeks and seeing how things pan out. We got lots of food. Partially thanks to you guys, actually. I got a $100 Walmart gift card from one of you, and I really appreciate that. Managed to... Annetta actually now has her driver's license, so she and her husband took me up to Walmart to do a quick emergency shop, just to make sure we had enough stuff. I wasn't really hurting for things too much, so basically just treated it like a regular grocery run, but just getting a little bit extra. And so we kind of loaded up on stuff. I already had toilet paper, actually. Funny enough, I had just stocked up right before the big rush for toilet paper. I did pick up a few extra rolls at the dollar store. They had a few left. I figured, given how crazy everybody's going for TP, we better make sure we do have enough. So yeah, I don't have like thousands of rolls.
Not like you're being
but
4 extra rolls, not like you're being a fucking asshole hoarder and like 2 carts or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Like I've got 1 extra roll and left the other 50 packages on the shelf for other people who need it. Like, not like an asshole. And same thing when I went to Walmart. I got a few, canned soups and stuff and some pasta, but no more than we need, Like, I know how much we eat, and I've got stuff in the freezer anyway. I've got, like, 2 turkeys in there and a massive roast beef. We're not going to be hurting for food anytime soon. So just got enough to, kind of hole up for a little longer than usual. But, I mean, I'm pretty much a hermit anyway, so this is nothing to me. So
the real question is how much ramen do you have?
How much ramen? Yeah, what's with all the people hoarding ramen? We actually have 3. We have 3 packages of Mr. Noodles.
3?
Yes.
Jesus Christ, you're gonna die.
I mean, we've got like,
I did do, as you guys know, though, especially if you watch my cooking streams, I like to do a lot of meal prep. So I basically just bought stuff to do more meal prep, and that's it. So I got a couple batches of meaty pasta on the go. I did 1 batch today. I'm going to do another batch. Whoa, Stoudman exploded.
I mean, I'm going to put it out here on the record. We're only like a week away from like some crazy story someone who ran out of toilet paper robbing someone else for their toilet paper. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know. There was pictures.
I would say that could be like
if you came home, if you're the asshole who came home and took 15 toilet paper rolls out of the back of your car or packages like a hoarding asshole.
Holy crap, we just hit the hype train.
Holy shit.
Is the sound alerts not working again? It's not working again. God damn it. Let me refresh that. I'm so sick of this fucking thing not working all the time.
I think they're having a lot of problems with that thing.
Apparently, it's been going on for like 3 weeks now. Like, fix it already.
I think what they are updating it, and then it's forcing you to do an update. I think by updating the code or whatever. I think that's what's actually happening.
I don't know.
Is that they're actually updating the back end, which requires you to get your key thing.
Well, that's annoying.
Oh yeah, Carl points out that wait a minute, the sound alerts do count for the hype.
Apparently, yeah, because it just I don't think they used to. That must be new. Because I'm pretty sure they didn't count before. Hey! Thanks, Major Matoko, for the gift sub to Brinsley.
The Brinsley! Long-time viewer.
The Brinsley.
Well earned.
The one and only.
Yeah.
Brinsley. Let's see. There we go. Okay, it's working again. Now, I think we owe JL a sound here.
We're all in quarantine, JL. We all
are. We're all in quarantine. Yeah, self-imposed quarantine.
Yeah, I actually am.
I'll talk about that in a minute here. I got a couple things I want to say about that, but first,
I got a lot of shit this week. Stoudman sent me a box of stuff, and then someone else sent me a box of stuff, and someone else sent me a box of... Now I've got shit. I've got piles of shit.
You talked through the entire book.
Almost.
Did you hear that?
Nice.
I don't know if anybody heard anything you said, but it was precisely 1 burp in length. 1 elf burp. Yeah, so basically, a lot of you were probably stuck at home and bored. So I'm going to stream a lot this week and probably the following week and forever.
It must be nice to be stuck at home and bored and forced to be home.
And not have hundreds of customers coughing and spitting all over you and touching you and
yeah.
I'm not worried about
on
me.
You.
I'm worried about my 60-plus-year-old dad that I live with.
Yeah.
And I'm going there and then coming home.
And then bringing it home. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's the thing. That's what they're
That's
talking
what
about. The reason for the self-quarantine is to just prevent it from spreading further, because it's one of those things that doesn't necessarily show symptoms right away, but you could still have it. It can gestate for something like 2 weeks before it shows any symptoms.
Yep.
So you could be carrying it. You could be infected right now and not even realize it, walking around,
That's why you're
giving
an
it to
asshole
everybody.
If you're young and you go into a public space, you're basically trying to kill other people.
Yeah.
Because you're selfish.
So that's why they're saying, please, everyone, just stay the fuck home until we sort this out. But yeah, so that's basically where we're at. So anyway, going to be doing a lot of streams. As you guys know, if you were here last week, we were talking about bringing back Saturday Morning Forever. By the way, only a minute and 15 seconds left on the hype train. If we're going to hit level 1, we're at 62%. So keep those bits coming, guys. Don't leave it all up to Major Motoko and Smeghound. Come on, you know you got it. You know you can do it.
Also count for quite a bit.
Yep. Everything counts. Subscriptions and bits, and apparently the soundboard now all count. So, the soundboard actually triggered the hype train this time. But,
nice.
so yeah, so we're bringing Saturday Morning Forever back. That's actually why I haven't streamed much this week, is I've been prepping shows for Saturday Morning Forever. We've actually found a way where you guys will be able to watch the shows that we're watching as we're watching them. So, yeah, so if you don't have the DVDs or whatever, or can't find them online, don't worry, we got you covered. We found a way to do it. So, you won't see them here on Twitch. It'll be a secondary place that you go to watch the cartoons.
Well, we can talk about it verbally. We just can't put it in you just can't put it in your chat.
Yeah.
Your title.
Okay, that's fine. I'm getting to it. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into it into grand detail right now because we're not doing it right now. But anyway, so there's another site that we can stream the shows, basically as a private stream just for you guys, and then the rest of it will be here on Twitch as usual. This is where the chat will be and where you can interact with us and stuff like that.
You missed the train. We're disappointed in all of
we missed the train. Too late.
Hercules is disappointed.
Oh, so close. We were at like 80%.
Rip.
Disappointed.
Oh, well. But thanks, guys. Thanks for trying.
Yeah.
Oh, now. That probably would have put us over. I bet it was the timer. The timer killed it. Evil quarantine, yeah.
Will you please stop saying that?
But hey, what happened?
Right.
Welcome back, Eric.
Turn your camera back on, dude. It turns it off automatically.
It literally just everything went gray and it reloaded itself.
Oh.
Yeah, Discord pooped its pants.
Nice.
Excellent. Welcome back.
Discord pooped
Done
its
shit
pants.
itself.
Yeah.
So,
Are you done pooping?
so yeah, so we're bringing back Saturday Morning Forever, and also over the course of this week, I'm just going to stream some random stuff. One I thought would be kind of appropriate. We're going to watch, for 1975, Terry Nation's Survivors. We're going to watch the first few episodes of that tomorrow. That's Sunday.
Oh, I thought we were doing the whole series in one go.
Oh, God, no. That's 13 hours long.
That's one whole day. Let's go.
No,
Fuck it.
we're not doing the whole thing. We're going to do like the
One whole
first...
stream.
We're going to do like the first maybe 5 or
I'm
6.
kidding. I'm kidding. Goddamn.
But are you? Are you?
Are you?
I mean, I'd do it, but that would be a slog.
That
I'm
would
gonna
be a
honest.
slog. I mean, we don't want it to be a slog. We want it to be
I would do it just
enjoyable.
because I'm hardcore. But
So-
yes, I'd also be going, is it over with yet?
Yeah.
You
So
know?
no, we'll watch like the first 5 episodes. That'll be about 4 hours. I checked the timing on it. So, yeah. So be sure to stop by tomorrow, and we'll do that. Well, we can. I mean, I can still do 13 hours of stuff, Major Motoko. It just won't be only that one thing. We'll do other things as well. But who is that? Hey, Legally Blind Gamer. Thank you. I need to have the bigger chat up here. I can't see everything. There we go. Okay.
6 months.
6-month streak. Excellent. Yeah, so that'll be fun. And anyway, one of the reasons I thought Survivors was appropriate is because basically it's a TV series about there's a global pandemic that starts in China and is spread all over the world through careless traveling by infected persons. and wipes out about 98% of the world's population. So it's all about the survivors, hence the title, Survivors, and how they cope in the post-apocalyptic, pandemic-ridden world. Yes, and this particular illness, it's one where you don't show any symptoms for a while, and then you get really sick, and then depending on whether or not you're naturally immune to it, you either die or you survive. You get better. So, but everybody catches it. Everybody gets sick to some extent, and then it goes from there. So, yeah, but just no particular reason. I thought it might be a good one to watch. This was 1975. Terry Nation predicted the future.
And if you get bored, you can just cap it off with the movie Quarantine.
Everybody's talking about. Yeah. Or what's that other one? Contagion? Is the other one's apparently very similar.
Very popular.
Going on right
You
now.
can watch the TV adaptation of 12 Monkeys.
I keep forgetting there's a TV show of that. Yeah.
Yeah, because the movie is just, batshit terrible. And the show is actually really good.
Was the movie terrible? I thought
What the hell are you talking about?
The movie was... Oh my god.
It's really, man.
Brad Kitt, yes. Brad, Night Industries 2000, as a crazy guy. Come on, what's not to love? And you got Bruce Willis being Bruce Willis.
I think we need to have a viewing of that movie, because I watched it maybe 3 years ago.
I watched it even more longer ago, and I remember liking it.
Man, I've seen it so many times.
And time travel, yeah.
It was on TV a lot, too.
Yeah, that was a popular.
Yeah, I just watched it. And that was my first time viewing it.
Oh.
And it's just like... Yeah, okay.
When it came out,
It's really good.
When it came out, people loved it. Like, it was a huge genre hit. Like,
you look it up. It was a box office success.
Well, everybody I knew who saw it was just gushing about it, and I didn't end up seeing it until quite a few years later. But yeah.
Because at first it started off, I picked it up, and my dad was just finishing off the TV show, and he goes, "Oh, I want to watch the movie."
Yeah.
So he watched the movie, and he literally came back. He goes, "Why the fuck did you buy this movie?"
Wow.
I'm like, what? And so he goes, "When you get a chance, watch it." So I watched it, and I don't entirely disagree with him.
Yeah. Well.
This is one of those movies. I think it's one of those movies. It's a product of the time, and not in a good way.
Well.
Where it's like it didn't age.
Well, I think every movie is to some extent, but I mean, I don't know. I think you're being overly harsh, personally, but and yes, Major Motoko.
Just to say how much I love
I want to get the Arrow release.
Major Motoko, yes, the new Planet of the Apes is a virus movie, the first one in particular. The old ones weren't.
Oh yeah, that's right. Planet of the Apes started like this shit too, didn't it?
The old ones, I think, were just a nuclear apocalypse, and then the apes took over.
Yeah, because that was their biggest threat at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Cold War and all.
Yeah.
You blew it up.
You maniacs! It's a madhouse! A madhouse!
I've never seen that movie.
Really? Oh my god.
I mean, I should say, I have no recollection of that movie. I definitely probably have seen it.
Okay.
But I have not seen a contiguous run of one from one end to the beginning.
One through.
I probably know all the scenes.
It's great.
The running through the fields on horseback or the captain. I know scenes.
I really enjoy watching.
I had the set.
Yes, I really enjoy watching them 1 through 5 because it is a continuing saga, and I've
seen Battle for the Planet of the Apes a dozen times.
It gets into a lot of you get into the alternate timelines and stuff within the continuity of the main series, and it's really cool. And that's why I like the there's the live action TV show, which I think is very good.
I've never seen that.
It's very good. I liked it a lot. I thought it was a very worthy companion to the movies. And then there's the animated series, which is also very good. Very smart, intelligent writing. And it has the guy who does it has the guy who was the original voice of Fred Flintstone as the main adversary for the human characters. So he's like Fred Flintstone as this gorilla guy chasing them.
But yes, I have certifiably seen the Battle for the Planet of the Apes 10 times. And I've not actually seen Planet of the Apes all the way through, probably.
Yeah. I remember seeing Battle for the Planet of the Apes. I think that was the first one I saw all the way through because it was on TV a lot when I was growing up.
Yeah, it was on TV
so
a lot.
I just kept seeing it a lot.
It's not the best movie.
And it's not the best one of the 5 by far. Like, it kind of went out with I mean, it has some good moments for sure. It's still a good movie, but it's not as good as the others.
I bought the set, the 5-movie set, because I wanted to watch them all because I have only seen probably chunks of the first one and the last one a lot. You know.
Yeah. No, it's definitely the worst one of the 5, Carlatin. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's after 4 other movies, though. So, I mean, yeah.
Well, yeah. And
a
then
lot, not many series can keep up the quality on the 5th movie, you know.
Yeah. Actually, the TV series is 1974. Mega Community, 1974. So, yeah. So I saw all that stuff long after the fact because I would have been like 2 when the TV series came out, and then I think the cartoon was like 76, maybe. I can't remember. Both just single seasons, short seasons.
Of course. One hit wonders.
Yeah, the live action was 14 episodes. The animated was 13.
Is there a
also,
reason why we can't put Planet of the Apes into Saturday morning forever down the road?
The animated, well, the animated one for sure.
I meant the animated one.
It's already in the archive, ready to go.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But no, the thing about that that's also interesting to me is it's a show from Saturday morning cartoon from 1974. It's written very intelligently. And it actually has a continuing storyline as well. So it's
nice.
Got a lot going for it that you did not see a lot of animation at the time. It's also one of the earlier ones to have sort of realistic-looking characters. I mean, it's not the greatest animation, but in terms of the character design and the backgrounds and everything, it's very like Johnny Quest. Like how Johnny Quest was one of the early, I think it was the first one to have more sort of realistic looking characters rather than more stylized characters.
Yes.
And Planet of the Apes very much continues in that.
Oh, nice. All right.
In that vein. It's not Hanna-Barbera. I forget what company did it, but it's got that same kind of feel to it.
Right on.
And I remember when
I'm looking forward to watching it.
Yeah, when I finally sat down to watch it, I was actually quite surprised by how engaged I was in the story. Like, it just kind of sucked me in, and I ended up...
It's out of print. It's going for like
$50,
$60 right now. So.
Is it really? Oh, I didn't realize.
$47 on Amazon. The cheapest.
It comes back into print periodically. It's had a few releases over the years.
Oh, yeah.
But same with the live action one. It's had a few releases.
That one's still in print, though. That one you can get for like $30.
Well, how about Legally Blind Gamer that not too many people die? I'd say that's a pretty good thing. You know, I mean, I know that you're bummed out because of the whole Disney thing, but I mean, it's more important to just live. You know, Disney's not going away. It'll be there another time.
I want to live.
You know, I mean, you're not the only one who was disappointed by that. You know, it's not the end of the world, dude. And there's literally nothing we can do about it other than survive, as Brinsley says.
Yeah.
So there's really no point to stressing yourself out over it because there's literally nothing we can do about it. Which is why I'm taking a positive approach and saying, hey, I'm going to stream and we're going to watch some TV shows and some cartoons and play some video games and just have fun. And just take our minds off of things, you know? That's what I'm here for you guys. I'm here to distract you from the horrors of the world.
Please distract me.
Please.
I'm going to distract you.
Oh, it's DePaty Freeling. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Mega Commandy. Yeah, they did a lot of... That's like the people who did the Pink Panther and the Inspector and all that. So that was kind of a departure for them, too. Interesting. Speaking of it, we're getting a big box set of the Pink Panther cartoons on Blu-ray from Kino Lorber. Yeah. They've been releasing individual volumes for a few years now. I've been wanting them forever. But apparently they're putting together just a big box set of all of them. So, goddamn,
and I think if you have the individuals, you can message them and
just get the box.
Buy the box separate. I think.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I think they had something like that, if I remember correctly. You just harassed them. Tell them Skinslip sent you.
There you go.
Skinslip said you'd give me a box if I harassed you. So.
There you go. Good stuff. Well, let's see what's on in the world of geeky news, shall we?
Probably a bunch of everything is canceled.
There's a Sesame
God,
Street
yes.
news.
All the sports have been canceled.
Well, basically all the sports have been canceled. Conventions have been canceled. Movie theaters are likely going to shut down for a while. A lot of movie releases have been pushed back. New Mutants, good old New Mutants, has been pushed back again, but this time because of all the pandemic stuff. Yeah, good times. Here we go. Okay. First, a little PSA from Raptor Rivera says, warning, wash hands before handling Cram news. Okay. Well, I just had a shower, so I am very clean right now. So, we got the official trailer. So, trailers. We got the official trailer for Disney's Jungle Cruise. So, I guess based on another one of their rides. I've actually
Didn't we already have a trailer for that?
I've actually really enjoyed the movies they've done thus far based on their rides. Like the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I actually liked the Haunted Mansion movie. It's silly, but it's fun. You know. And, apparently the John Carter movie based on the John Carter ride was really good. John Carter.
The John Carter ride?
John Carter ride? Of Mars?
Yeah, actually.
Of Mars?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, there's in Disneyland. There's that trip to Mars. That's John Carter, right? He hosts that. No.
John Carter's trip to Mars.
I didn't plan that joke. I just kind of made it up as I went along. Anyway.
God damn it.
So Jungle Cruise, set during the early 20th century, a riverboat captain takes a scientist and her brother on a mission into a jungle to find the Tree of Life, which is believed to possess healing powers. Well, I would assume with the name of the Tree of Life. All the while, the trio must fight against dangerous wild animals and a competing German expedition. Starring Emily Blunt, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and directed by Joan Colette Sarah. I totally destroyed that name.
Wame.
Okay. I don't know. Jaum?
Gaum.
I'm terrible.
I think that's one of the people who did Wreck, if not mistaken, right?
Who also helmed Orphan and The Shallows.
Oh, Orphan the Shallows. Sorry. The other Spanish, I can't remember.
The other Spanish horror
They're all
movie?
my, yeah, they're all scrambled in my brain.
Official trailer for the Spike Jonze live documentary, The Beastie Boys Story.
Oh, I did want to say about the Jungle Cruise. I'm super stoked about that because I've been to Disney. I went to Disneyland almost 100 times in 1 year.
They had like a season pass
I had
or
the
something,
Jungle
right?
Cruise.
Yeah.
I had the Jungle Cruise like script memorized. Like that. I literally, he's at the front. I'm at the back going. Lippy mouth and the entire script. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Like doing the whole moat. I had like the whole thing memorized.
Wow.
So you're that asshole in the back where the guy in the front is just wishing death upon you.
No, I didn't say any words because I'm not trying to actually distract him. I'm just thinking I can't help it. I've been on this ride so many times this year. I love Disneyland, and so like I would go. Like,
well, it's like when you get to
basically.
Get to that movie scene you're like intimately familiar with, and you can't help but like sort of lip sync along with it. Like Rosie.
Oh my god,
with that frickin' Fortnite trailer.
Of water, and I was like, the backside of I literally went, yes, the backside of water's in the movie. I was nerded out for the backside of water gag that's in the trailer.
Oh, okay, there you go. Okay, so anyway,
most famous gag on the ride.
Official trailer for the Spike Jonze live documentary, The Beastie Boys Story. Mike Diamond and Adam Horovitz of the Beastie Boys. The Beastie Boys. The Beastie Boys tell you an intimate, personal story of their band and their 40 years of friendship together. Well, there you go. If you give a shit about the Beastie Boys, which I do not.
Because I hope there is.
What the fuck?
You'll probably enjoy that. I mean, it's Spike Jonze. I mean, at the very least, it'll be well directed.
That's what I heard.
And he'll take the stupid story of the Beastie Boys that nobody cares about, and he'll make it interesting somehow.
There's at any point in time you just need the word dick just stamped on your forehead.
The only reason I went so far with that was because of Stoud's reaction there.
We need the technology right now to reach through the screen and slap the fuck out of his face. That's what we need.
Iceman, punk rock band to hip hop pioneers.
That's a catastrophe. That's the name of their famous album, right? Catastrophe, or that song that they're really well known for.
I hate you.
I really hate you.
Well, what is it? I thought it was Catastrophe.
Okay, Boomer, move on.
I remember that music video they did that looked like a cop show intro. That was Catastrophe, right?
No.
No.
Directed by Spike Jonze, by the way.
Oh, see, that's probably why he's doing the documentary.
I love that movie.
Iceman, Sean is sabotaging it.
There, thank you. I knew it. Sabotage, Catastrophe. Basically the same thing.
Not even remotely the same thing, by the way.
Excellent. How's it going, sweetie?
Personally, for me, it's No Sleep Till Brooklyn.
Okay. Try to conserve them, though. That's all we have.
No Sleep Till Brooklyn.
Have a shower?
Mostly, I don't know why I remember that song a lot more. Probably because it's the one song on Guitar Hero Multiplayer that Stoud was able to kick my ass on.
Which one?
Because I don't know why. Even though I was playing on a harder difficulty, you would still get more points than me. Could not figure out why.
Noodle guy.
I'm trying too hard here.
Yes, Rosie is sick. Sean will be getting sick, guys.
Go. Stop breathing on me.
Major Risoko made
standing there
to support the stream.
All right.
Thank you.
Check your head, Z.
Official trailer for the anime film Altered Carbon re-sleeved. Oh, I was wondering what was happening with that. We just got the second season of Altered Carbon. I haven't watched it yet. Really looking forward to it. It has what's-his-face? Falcon from the Marvel movies.
Anthony Mackie?
Anthony Mackie, thank you. I knew that.
He's a great actor.
I like him. He was in an episode.
I like him a lot.
He was in one of the new episodes of Black Mirror, actually, as well.
He's incredibly likable.
He is. Enough. He's great. He's awesome. So Altered Carbon re-sleeved, premiering on Netflix. Oh, March 19th. Wow, so we get like a double whammy of Altered Carbon this month. Awesome. Says on the planet Vladimir, Takeshi Kovacs must protect a tattooist while investigating the death of a Yakuza boss alongside a new no-nonsense SeaTac. Cool. Definitely looking forward to that. Now, official trailer for the hidden camera comedy Bad Trip. Produced by Jeff Tremaine, one of the creators of the Jackass franchise, and Bad Grandpa, all of which we adore because they're very funny. And also have Spike Jonze in them sometimes.
He does that stuff too, yeah.
He does. Spike Jonze is everywhere. Two friends, one of which is played by Eric Andre, embark on a cross-country road trip where they prank people using hidden cameras. Cool.
Oh, Eric Andre's in this?
Yep.
Apparently, yeah.
Oh.
It's going to be great, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, Eric Andre's fucking hilarious.
Oh.
Fucking hilarious. No joke.
If you've ever get a chance to watch episodes of the Eric Andre show, please do.
Okay. Yes. Official trailer for the pseudo-surrealist horror Coco Di Coco Da. As a couple goes on a trip to find their way back to each other, a sideshow artist and his shady entourage emerge from the woods, terrorizing them, luring them deeper into a maelstrom of psychological terror and humiliating slapstick. Cool. I'm down.
That just got real serious and ended real dumb.
Is it like clown torture porn?
I don't know. So I have to check it out. Official trailer for the very excellent Mr. Dundee. Oh, Paul Hogan is reluctantly thrust back into the spotlight as he desperately attempts to restore his sullied reputation on the eve of being knighted. Ah, excellent. So it's basically another Crocodile Dundee.
Bad. He's back again, finally. We wanted him back when we saw that one commercial.
I
like
know.
5 or 6 years ago, so I'm glad he actually got a movie.
I know. I got to get the others. I still haven't seen the third one, which I heard was terrible, but I still want to see it.
I saw that one in theaters, actually.
Did you? I think I saw the original in theaters. Or I at least saw the sequel. No, I think I saw the original on VHS. I saw the sequel in theaters. I saw the
third one came out in the 90s.
I saw the first two so many times. They perfectly bookend each other, too. Like, the first one, he starts in Australia, he goes to New York. The second one, he starts in New York, goes back to Australia. So, they're like poetry. They rhyme.
And then he goes to L.A.
And then he goes to L.A. And he just messes the whole thing up. It's like, oh, he had such a beautiful symmetry there. But
it actually looks pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Cool. All right. I'll definitely check it out. I mean, I love the originals. It's great fun. Very good movies.
Very good.
Official trailer for the Showtime series Black Monday. The show will take the audience back to October 19th, 1987. Oh, we kind of had one of those this week, didn't we? When, was it the Dow Jones just completely tanked?
Yep.
AKA Black Monday. The worst stock market crash in Wall Street history. To this day, no one knows who caused it. Until now. It's the story of how a group of outsiders took on the blue blood old boys club of Wall Street and ended up crashing the world's largest financial system. Ooh, that could actually be interesting.
Wow. Okay.
Official trailer for the satirical horror, The Platform. A vertical prison with 1 cell per level, 2 people per cell, only 1 food platform, and 2 minutes per day to feed from, up to down. An endless nightmare, trapped in the pit. Cool. Check that out.
Interesting.
Official trailer for the official trailer for the Apple TV Plus animated series Central Park, an animated musical series that tells the story of how a family of caretakers who live and work in Central Park end up saving the park and basically the world. Created by Lauren Bouchard, the mind behind Bob's Burgers. There you go.
Awesome.
Ooh. Bob's
something?
Burgers is fucking fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Still think you guys definitely need to check it out.
I
want to see a few episodes, but they were great.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Official trailer for the newest Disney Pixar film, Soul. Didn't Pixar just have a movie come out? Okay.
Oh, there's a new one. All right.
A musician who has lost his passion for music, voiced by Jamie Foxx, is transported out of his body and must find his way back with the help of an infant soul, voiced by Tina Fey. Learning about herself. Co-written and co-directed by Pete Docter, who's also helmed Monsters, Inc., Up, and Inside Out. Well, there you go.
See, I saw the trailer for that in the theaters when I went and saw Onward this week.
Mm-hmm.
And
Onward
the
looks
actual
good.
The actual theatrical trailer, I'm gonna guess that they mean he's just separated from his body.
Mm-hmm.
Because kind of looks like he died.
Uh-huh.
So it's just, yeah.
Maybe it's
like
one of those things he has to learn something about himself, and then he can return to his
the trailer
body.
it shows the main character. He falls down a manhole cover and wakes up as what looks like a ghost.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, I think he died.
I think he dead. He dead. D-E-D
Oh,
dead.
you know he did.
Oh, we can't say that. The kids could be listening.
Dead.
Dead.
He got killed.
He got dead.
He got deaded.
Deaded.
Movie TV news. In a recent interview, Vin Diesel seemingly let the cat out of the bag by confirming the involvement of the Guardians of the Galaxy in the 4th Thor film. The director talked to me about, Diesel said, referring to Love and Thunder filmmaker Taika Waititi. Thor will incorporate some of the Guardians of the Galaxy, which will be very interesting. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Raptor's reaction, I feel like Vin was at the tail end of a press day and just wanted to say something to stir the pot. Excellent. Good. The Netflix revival series Lost in Space has been renewed for a 3rd and final season, which is expected to debut sometime in 2021. So they're going to give it a
Now,
I still need to see the 2nd season, man.
According to the director in an interview about the Lost in Space show, this was always planned to be what he considers a television show trilogy.
There you go.
So the 3 seasons is the trilogy.
Makes sense.
It's supposed to be, you get first season introduces the characters, the world, the setting. Second season, shit happens.
Yeah.
Third season wraps up the shit.
Yes.
How he wanted it.
I was kind of mixed on the first season. I watched the first season. I was kind of mixed on it.
Yeah,
honestly.
a lot of people were.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of people were. My dad included. Actually,
really
this
like
was good, but
really like the cast. I liked the idea of having Parker Posey as the evil villainous doctor. 'Cause I think
she's perfect.
She's great.
I would say stylistic wise, it's definitely a mix of the original show and the movie.
Yeah, it is kind of. I didn't really care for the direction they went with the robot and making that its whole own subplot, which I think is a major part of the second season. Like, why can't it just be a robot that helps them? Why does it need a big story? I don't know.
I don't know. I thought it was interesting, but
Just,
yeah, it was kind of
like,
a little long-winded.
Just
But
like, why doesn't it just focus on the family, like all the other versions have? But I don't know. And also the thing is with the doctor, it felt like there was she just gets away with way too much. Like, there are certain things she does. It's like, okay, she should have been caught for that. Like, come on. This is fucking ridiculous. Can we please just have her get caught for something? She's just getting away with way too much.
You sound
shit.
like me yelling at the ref during a wrestling match.
Yeah.
Come on. Stab her in the face with a fork.
Exactly. That's kind of what I felt like. It started to irritate me after a while, because just seeing like her scheming and plotting and machinations and getting away with everything.
No one bothered to even ask a basic question.
Well, it wasn't even that. It was just like she would just barely get away with it in some way. It's like, oh, come on. Like, you're just doing this to keep her around as the villain. Like, you're stretching plausibility here. But, yeah.
It's
anyway.
like, do these people actually deserve to live? Because they keep making the same mistakes over and over again.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and the whole politicking with the leader of the expedition and stuff, and how he didn't want to listen to their suggestions, and blah, 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 when they were clearly the better suggestions. There was just so much annoying bullshit that went on. So, yeah. I was kind of mixed.
Molding
indeed.
But at least it'll be over soon. I'll check out the second season. Maybe it's better. I don't know. It's frustrating when you're watching a show and it's like, I feel like I should like this. I really want to like this. Why am I not liking it?
You guys get on my shit about that too, and I don't like something you guys love. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I should like it, but I just don't get it. You know?
Yeah.
I hate that feeling. It's the worst. Because you're like, at least I don't have anything to despise about it, but I don't like it. It's weird. You know?
I don't know.
What?
I don't understand. Anyway, carrying on. So that's ending. Within the last week, it had come to light that Disney Plus was planning a brand new series set in the Tron universe. Unfortunately, due to lack of development direction, the project has now been scrapped. Way to just cock tease us and kick us in the balls in one fell swoop there, Disney. John Ridley, writer of the critically acclaimed film 12 Years a Slave, had been working on the program.
Man, that would be awesome.
I mean, like a second season.
A very
Tron
good,
Legacy,
highly regarded
maybe,
writer working on a sci-fi property.
Uprising, that would be great.
Or
I guarantee you
Tron
what happened.
3,
He wrote a sci-fi that was too heady for the fucking seat.
Like, I would be happy if we never get Tron 3, but if they continue with Tron Uprising.
Tron Uprising was fantastic.
I mean,
so damn
he's
good.
like his look at he did 12 Years a Slave. I mean, very well regarded writer, and then what? You're telling me he didn't write a good enough for the movie? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I doubt it.
I don't know. I'm not
buying that.
It's just the answer.
Will not buy that for $1.
Exactly.
So that was both exciting and disappointing in like the same paragraph. Meanwhile, Variety has confirmed that legendary British actor Richard E. Grant is joining the cast of the Loki series in the works at Disney Plus.
I forgot that was still happening.
The exact details of Grant's role are being kept under wraps. However, a source with knowledge of the production says that he will only appear in a single episode of the series. Well, that's okay.
Ooh, so it'll be like some like
Nothing wrong with that.
He's been in
mystery reveal.
He's been in Doctor Who a couple of times, actually.
There's nothing wrong with
as
a
different
guest spot,
characters.
I like now everyone has to have in every goddamn episode.
Let's see. A sizzle reel of the upcoming Space Jam 2 leaked online this week, showcasing the production so far and revealing that Warner Brothers plans on using characters from other IPs in the film, including the Joker, Pennywise, the Mask, the Wicked Witch of the West, and others.
You look so confused, because you should be confused, because that makes some damn sense, does it?
Nope.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Space Jam, you know, that movie with the Wicked Witch of the West, and
you know, because NBA Stars versus Looney Tunes suddenly is this.
Yeah.
And they wanted their own Wreck-It Ralph, but instead of making something new or something that makes more sense, they just jacked.
I can understand if they wanted to make it something more like Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of different cartoons,
Right. Yeah,
right? Not
yeah.
just the Looney Tunes, but
Also, the whole fucking
they
plot of
went
the movie.
way further beyond that. They went way further beyond that to the
The
fucking
Joker? Why?
the Joker, the Wicked Witch of the West. What?
Yeah.
But why?
And again, I bet you the Joker they used will be the one from the movie that the kids can't even fucking watch because it's rated R.
Well, and Pennywise. They can't watch the new
Pennywise.
It movies either. Those are rated R.
God.
A weird rated R Space Jam.
Right?
Well, Voldemort's gonna be in it. I'm like, fuck that. That's so dumb.
No.
Kiss my ass.
I mean, are we so disconnected
gonna
from
bomb
Looney
so hard
Tunes
because
now
of it.
that this is the thing?
It's
Yep.
clearly
Can't-
marketing.
We can't just leave it at Looney Tunes because people are
Nope.
so.
Nobody
Yes,
knows what Looney
because
Tunes are.
people
Whose
are
fault
that,
is that, you
exactly.
asshole? It's your
Yeah.
fault. You own the
Yeah.
fucking Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
You're the problem.
Yep. SNI, says Roth. Yes, welcome. It is indeed SNI for the past
For over an hour
48
now.
minutes. Yeah,
Oh, 40.
you're right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Off by 10.
You are correct.
Anyway, coming off the success of The Invisible Man, Universal... What the fuck, Stoud? Why do you keep exploding into pixel... There, okay, now you're back.
I don't know. His video keeps doing that. Remember, he's got other people using his internet there.
I don't know.
He can't control.
I know.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
But he looks fine. Like, when he comes back, he looks fine. It's just...
Yeah, your video keeps crapping out though.
It, like, turns into an explosion of green and gray pixels. Like...
Like it loses its hold on reality and explodes for a minute.
Yes. Anyway.
I'm in Discord.
Coming off the success of The Invisible Man, Universal Studios and Blumhouse Productions are set to tackle another classic monster, Dracula. Karen Kusama, director of Eon Flux. Ugh.
The original
Why?
cartoon.
Why is that person still working?
That's the cartoon, the thing you liked.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because this person
Google it.
This person also directed The Invitation and Jennifer's Body. That sounds like something the
those movies are
movie
awesome, though.
person would do.
Those movies are great. This is a good person to be directing.
Okay.
This person directs good movies.
Alright.
Trust me.
I gotta... Hang on. No. I don't trust you. I have to look this up. Hold on.
It's like, I don't trust.
IMDb. Eon Flux.
No faith.
I might be
Wow.
wrong by Anne Flux, but she did those other two great movies.
She
so
directed the movie, not the show.
it doesn't matter because
movie.
she's done two other movies of her own properties that are amazing. Since so she's proved that as long as the studio doesn't meddle, she's fine. Aeon Flux, you know that studio meddling all over that
That
fucking
was
thing.
bullshit.
That
It
movie
was...
sucked because the studio put its thick in the fucking Cheerios.
It had some cool visuals, which were basically things from the show brought to life, but like everything
that was
else,
her part.
Everything else was like,
Her part was that.
I'll
the
never
visuals.
forget watching the extras. This is in my X-Men rant because I didn't do a separate Eon Flux rant. Watching the extras, and every single person they interviewed would precede what they were talking about with, "We didn't watch the show, but I never watched the show, but like." Why the fuck are you working on this movie then?
Why are you here then? Yeah.
Yeah, like if you have no familiarity with the property you're adapting, why are you working on this movie?
Why didn't you familiarize yourself with it? Why didn't you be able to do your job properly?
It's 10 half-hour episodes. You can watch that in an afternoon.
That's not her. She did her homework, and you can tell because that's the stuff that referenced the cartoon.
Yeah.
It's in there.
She
it's
put
the
it
stuff
in
she
there.
directed, but she did The Imitation and Jennifer's Body, which are both aces films.
All right. Okay. I haven't seen those other two, so...
She's good at directing horror.
Yeah. I've been wanting to check out Jennifer's Body for a while because I like Megan Fox, so... Anyway. Yes, I like Megan Fox. Fight me. Anyway.
Nothing wrong with Megan Fox. She's not the problem with Transformers.
No, she really is not.
The script is and the director are the problems with Transformers.
Anyway. So, they're going to do Dracula. And Karen Kusama is going to direct. We'll helm the project with fellow Lusaka collaborators Phil Hay and Matt Manfredi penning the script. Manfredi? Something like that. Anyway, cool. So Dracula's next. So it looks like Universal has given up trying to do it themselves and has brought Blumhouse in. Like, can you please do some kind of cinematic universe with our monster characters? We don't know what the fuck we're doing because we're stupid. To which Blumhouse said, sure. And there you go. And so far, so good. Apparently, Invisible Man's fantastic. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to that. Filmmaker...
I want to see this Dracula very much.
Yeah, same. Filmmaker Peter Jackson's next foray into documentaries, The Beatles Get Back, is set to premiere this year. Get Back features never-seen footage of the band shot in 1969 for 1970's Let It Be, with added material from their final live performance on the top of the Apple Corporation's label office in Savile Row, London rooftop. Okay.
Oh yeah, the rooftop concert, the famous one.
Yeah. Jackson's team has been busy restoring it all. Okay, so a lot of archival footage and stuff. Cool. Yeah, I would definitely be down with checking that out. I love basically anything Beatles. Beatles are great.
He's been doing that, and he did a documentary, I think, on World War I.
Okay.
Maybe it's World War II. It's one of those two, right? And then he's been doing all that work, and now he's done all this restoration work. He's going to actually sit down with his original films now and actually restore them.
Restore stuff. So. Nice. Good stuff.
So we'll finally get a physical release next year, probably at the earliest, at the earliest.
Oh, of his older films, you're talking like Bad Taste and Meet the Feebles and nice. That'd be awesome.
Yep. And Bad Taste and Heavenly Creatures.
Heavenly Creatures, that was the other one. The next Scream has found its directors. I didn't know they were doing another one. Matthew Bettinelli Olpin and Tyler Gillette will helm the horror thriller. The duo is responsible for 2019's cult horror Ready or Not. It is not known at the time whether the next Scream film will be a complete reboot or a continuation. Okay, cool.
I was never a hardcore fan of the Scream series, so I liked the first one quite a bit, but that's about it.
I liked all of them. I thought they were fun.
I didn't hate any of them.
I liked
the third one is the weakest.
I liked how it evolved.
I thought 4 was pretty good, actually.
Actor John Boyega from Attack the Block and the recent Star Wars trilogy is partnering with Netflix through his Upper Room production house to develop non-English language films centered on West and East Africa. Very cool.
Cool. I'm down for that. I'm always interested in movies.
Screenwriter Roberto Orci, writer on the 2009 Star Trek and Star Trek Into Darkness and The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Oh, wow, that's great. Has been tapped.
Him and 9 other writers on Spider-Man.
Yeah, has been tapped by Sony to pen an untitled Marvel film. The project will not happen within the Venom or Spider-Man universe, but instead the property comes from a different corner of the Marvel universe that Sony has access to.
what corner does Sony have access to?
I don't know. I thought they mostly had
They still had some access to some Fantastic Four characters.
Spider-Man and Spider-Villains.
All Spider-Man and Spider-Villains.
Are you sure about Fantastic Four? I thought that was gone now.
Yeah, I know.
Wonder if we
But
could
part of their
possibly
deal
get
was
an actual Silver
not-
Surfer.
Oh no, it
all
was
the characters.
Fox. Fox had Fantastic Four.
Oh, right, that was Fox.
Yeah.
Who, this must be tertiary related to Spider-Man.
It's got to
probably,
be
really.
something Spider-Verse because
Or maybe it's a street level hero
all
that
they
we
had.
didn't know. Like maybe Ghost Rider or, nope, they got that back.
yeah.
No, yeah.
I'm sure they got as Lionsgate. Like, no, I don't know. Maybe they had licensed something.
Like I said,
we
the
all
only thing
forgot,
that's not
you know?
Spider-Man and not Fantastic Four, technically, like I said, I can think of is fucking Silver Surfer.
Oh, that's true. Silver Surfer is technically related to Fantastic Four, but not
Fantastic Four.
actually his own universe character.
Right.
So.
Yeah, but that
Like,
was
maybe-
that was Fox though. Fox owned that too.
All right.
Oh,
My
is that
thinking
Fox?
is maybe they had a deal with a character that we don't even know about that they just never made a movie or show or anything about
Maybe.
yet. Because
I don't know. I guess we'll find
Limbo.
out.
Yeah.
And best of all, the writer behind the cinematic masterpiece that is The Amazing Spider-Man 2 will be penning the script, so it should be amazing.
Well, he was only one of 9 writers in Spider-Man 2. It's not his
Yeah.
sole fault. Remember that.
The controversial satire The Hunt and Valiant Comics Bloodshot, starring Vin Diesel in the leading role, both hit theaters this week. There you go. Actually, did The Hunt hit theaters this week? I thought it got pushed back again.
It's a group failure, by the way, not a group effort. It's not just a group effort. They all failed together.
Which? Are you still talking
For
about
For Amazing Spider-Man 2, I mean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Bloodshot did actually make it to theaters.
Bloodshot came
Did it?
out, but I thought The Hunt got pushed back again.
Nope,
No.
it's out.
It is
It's out.
out? Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
it's out.
Finally. That one.
Yeah, Funk Monk, I think, saw it.
All right. Yeah, I'd like to see that
It
one.
was
It
when I was
seems-
looking for movies. It was on the list of available movies.
Seems like kind of a most dangerous game type of thing. I like those
For rich people.
for rich people. Yeah.
Yep.
I like those types of stories. Video game news we'll get to momentarily. In memoriam. Mart Crowley, a Tony Award-winning playwright whose comic tragedy The Boys in the Band helped bring openly gay characters onto the stage and screen, emerging as a landmark depiction of gay life more than a year before the Stonewall riots organized a national liberation movement. Libertation?
Libertation.
Libertation. Genesis Briar P. Orridge achieved cult notoriety, leading the British rock bands Throbbing Gristle and Psychic TV, and later pushed the limits of gender in a surgical project to merge identities with her wife.
She never identified as either male or female, but as some sort of combination hybrid too. So it's S/HE or yeah, that's the one. That's how she went. That was her gender. S/H.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. She's what Throbbing Gristle was the big one, I think. Right?
That's
Big-
the one
yeah,
I
Throbbing
recognize.
Gristle.
Yeah, Throbbing Gristle.
Yeah. Not a fan of the work per se, but I mean. there was
No,
some
a
good
friend
stuff
of
there,
mine
of
was a
course.
fan of theirs, but
Same.
yeah, I never really got into them. And then, of course, we lost screen legend Max von Sydow this week. Everybody,
Bummer.
I saw a lot of posts about that. Legendary actor in European and American cinema whose career spans 70 years and over 150 roles in television and movies. The Greatest Story Ever Told, Ingmar Bergman's The Seventh Seal, David Lynch's Dune, The Exorcist, 3 Days of the Condor. He was in a few episodes of Game of Thrones, Star Wars The Force Awakens. And folks, I could go on and on and on, says Raptor.
Yeah.
Yes, he was in a lot of stuff. Well, and of course, Ming the Merciless and Flash Gordon.
Absolutely.
You know, 1980s
Can
Flash
can
Gordon.
anybody else explain how the fuck Dick Smith got that old age makeup goddamn dead on? Because they make him old in Exorcist, and then
Oh,
you see
yeah.
a picture from from 5 years ago, and you're like, what? They're the same person. How did he nail it? Like, it's so fucking perfect. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, Dick Smith is amazing. He's one of the greats
he's right.
for a makeup artist. But yeah, in the Exorcist, he was not that old. He was like in his 40s, I think, when he did The Exorcist. And
Yeah.
they made him look
Yeah,
like he
everyone-
was in his 60s or 70s.
I was gonna say,
you know?
yeah, like 70s easy.
Yeah. And combination of that amazing makeup and his amazing acting, you believe that he was in his 70s.
Like there was just no tone change to that. It was literally just like someone was playing a sound and like they turned on the mic and off the mic
It was
instantly.
like that was an Atari 2600 sound effect impression by my bot. It's like when your little pixelated man bumps into a wall. Okay, got some
My
video
ass
game
makes
news.
Atari sound effects.
That's it.
I do have some.
Have you smelled Atari today? All right. Yeah, some gaming news for us.
I sure do.
Excellent. I'm gonna eat cookies. Having
So
some
starting
sables.
off here, some sables.
That's right.
Yeah, starting off the news here, a classic game is getting a remaster and being restored for consoles and Steam.
Just 1 second. Raptor interrupts here. He says, "I know it's gaming news with Eric. Very important. However, could you spare a Raptor some toilet paper? Spare 1 square." All right, carry on.
Instead of 1 square.
Can't
By the way,
spare a square.
there's a animated GIF going around of that scene of just Elaine like bursting out of the stall with all the toilet paper running out the door.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
Okay. That lady
so, yeah,
wouldn't spare a
classic.
square, so she like stalked her, so she would
Yeah.
capture her in the public washroom and have all the toilet paper.
She has like 5 rolls and she's just like bursting through the door going. Oh man.
PF.
Mega Commandy. I'm gonna
It's
wipe
for
my
Pete
ass with
Free.
ramen.
Well, it is
It's like a
very
loofah.
absorbent.
Anyway, Blade Runner, the classic, amazing
yes.
Westwood Studios point-and-click adventure game, is getting restored and remastered for consoles and Steam.
I posted a tweet about that when the news broke. We thought we were just going to get the game. Like,
But
just
not only
would
did
run
GOG
on-
release the game,
Mhm.
but we are getting a full-on remaster.
We're getting a full-on remaster. I was like, holy shit. Yeah, I just like blew my load when I read that, because it's going to have apparently improved character models. It's going to support widescreen resolutions and everything. Everything they can upgrade, they're going to upgrade. So can't wait.
Cough is trying to
Since the popularity of the first game, Dangerous Driving, from the previous Burnout developers, Dangerous Driving 2 got announced, and it is a open world racer.
Okay.
So, yeah, so literally we're getting another pseudo, almost like Burnout Paradise, open world racer.
Nice.
Dangerous Driving 2.
Burnout Paradise is fun.
Burnout
Rosie
Paradise
was-
is fun.
Rosie really likes that
That
one.
is a load of fun to hop in with a friend and
Yeah.
literally just goof off.
That's what
for
Rosie and I would do.
hours.
We'd just go into like free roam and just kind of just bomb around and find ramps to go off and
Oh yeah.
Oh
try
yeah.
to smash into each
I've got
other.
it on more than one. I've got it on Origin, I've got it on Steam, and I've got it on my PS. It's like,
Oh yeah.
it's a great game, and I just kept getting it on the other platform gone.
They had us almost like a really good bait and switch with Criterion Games, because they released Burnout Paradise, that they're like their big dramatic return to form from the PS2, GameCube, and Xbox days, coming back for the PS3, the 360, Burnout Paradise. Oh man, the series is back. There's a little hiatus there. They're back, and
That's it.
They
We
kinda
got a
just
PS4
fizzled and
remaster.
farted out after that.
We got a PS4 remaster of it. Well, that's about it.
Yeah, that's about as far as we got though.
Mm.
Instead of remastering the games that everyone wanted, they remastered the last game they made. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know. We want like a trilogy set or something. Like,
Oh yeah. Do you have any idea how stupidly popular a Burnout trilogy remaster on the PS4 would be? That'd be immensely popular.
As long as we get Burnout 3 in there, I'll be happy.
Like, I mean, everyone's been comparing it and saying
Why
like,
they don't
if
do
they're-
it because they hate money.
like if
Clearly.
if they do a Burnout trilogy remaster, EA needs to respond with an SSX trilogy remaster. They're like, get the two biggest sports franchises of that generation back in HD on modern consoles.
That's another one where they only remastered the most recent one.
Yeah.
They got SSX on the PS4.
SSX, SSX2, and SSX Tricky. You know that.
Well, no, SSX Tricky is SSX2. It's SSX.
Well, they're
SSX
actually
Tricky, and then SSX3.
SSX3, yes.
Yeah.
No, backwards there. But
I played
yeah,
the shit out of SSX3. That was like the first really free roaming one.
Oh yeah.
We had
That's
like
it for
a
me.
3-peak mountain that you could go down, or 2-peak. I can't remember.
I had Tricky, and I like because it was at the time. It reminded me so much of, like, it was truly built from the ground up to be an arcade game. It was like playing an arcade game at home.
Yeah.
And it felt like it. With the announcers, the sound, the heavy sound effects, the flashing lights, the colors. It was just the music. It was just like, oh my god. Like this, all you have to do is give us like a big giant snowboard to stand on, put it in an arcade cabinet, and you have a fucking arcade game.
That was great.
You know, it's
the only reason, the only thing I can think of that might be keeping them from doing that, other than just EA being stupid, is the music. Especially for the third, especially the third one. The third one has like probably my favorite all licensed music soundtrack. And you got DJ Atomica, of course, doing the DJing, which he was always a lot of fun. I liked him. But there was so much licensed music in there. I just can't imagine them being able to do a re-release without it being a licensing nightmare sorting through all that.
I would expect them to replace the music with more modern choices because it's what they would fucking do.
It wouldn't be the same,
and at that point,
though.
I don't care. Just give me the damn game. I'll play my own fucking music. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going on YouTube and get the original soundtrack and play that and be happy. You know?
Still, it wouldn't be the same. I mean, it's part of the experience.
I want the game, damn it. I don't care about the music. I turn off the music half the time anyway.
No, I always listen to it.
So the next thing on the list
pumped.
here, Sony has confirmed that Horizon Zero Dawn is coming to PC.
Oh yeah.
I can finally maybe play it in 2 years when it's $15 finally. Because I can't actually afford it.
Yeah.
I can't. I still can't afford Far Cry 3. Far Cry 5. Excuse me.
So yeah, anyone who doesn't have a PlayStation or just never bought the game, now's your chance. You can pick up Horizon Zero Dawn on PC coming soon.
It uses the Far Cry 5 engine, doesn't it?
No, it's a whole new engine.
Oh, it's a whole new engine? Okay.
Yeah, it's its own thing. Like that was the big thing is it was this whole big new thing.
Oh,
And it's
like
I said, I have it. It's on the.
I know nothing
PS4.
about the
yeah,
game.
and it's a gorgeous, gorgeous game.
I'm probably mixing it with some other game. Confusing with something else probably.
So yeah, it was officially announced on our Twitter post. Due to COVID-19 or the coronavirus, E3 is canceled this year.
Yeah, it's
excuse me.
So that was a big announcement they had to make, which and for good reason.
This is the same engine as Death Stranding,
apparently.
So it's probably been all streamed.
Yeah, that's right.
Horizon Zero Dawn uses
Horizon Zero Dawn uses an early version of Kojima's engine that he used for Death Stranding.
That's cool.
This is why it looks so fucking amazing.
I really want to play that Horizon Zero Dawn, but I just think I was as convincing as game engine sharing part.
Yeah, a lot of Curlat and a lot of other conventions and organizations have been canceled. Obviously, this is game
Comic-Con shifted.
So E3 was the big one that we knew it was going to be, but it was just
WrestleMania is still on somehow. I don't think you can get 10,000 people in a stadium.
I don't think it's gonna be on. I think they'll cancel it.
No idea. We don't know. There's no official announcement.
So yeah, we will reconvene next year.
Yep. So nothing will be released this year.
No, I mean, like,
Delayed for a
it
year.
really, it's not that. I mean, the only thing that makes me sad is that there's not going to be a platform for a lot of these indie companies to show off their games.
That's true. Yeah.
The big three I wasn't worried about because they've been doing their own thing away from E3 for years now.
Yeah. Well,
So,
Sony didn't.
Yeah,
even
the
go
other sad
last
thing
year.
is we're not going to get a third installment of the story from that Devolver Digital's been building with their little E3 press
Oh,
conferences.
they're not gonna do their show?
I'm not sure. Like I said, we'll have to find out if they're just going
Oh,
to
I
maybe
thought you
live
just said
stream
that
it.
they weren't going to. Like, no, that's
Well-
what I'm looking for. Dude,
I mean, like they usually broadcasted it at E3, so if E3 is
yeah,
canceled,
but they're
maybe-
just broadcasting the same day around the time they would
They'll just
normally
like
have done on their
run a
YouTube
stream
channel.
somewhere.
Yeah,
so,
I'm
They have
pretty
it.
sure.
they had a time slot.
I'm pretty sure they had a Twitter announcement saying they're not doing it this year.
God,
What Devolver
maybe.
did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well,
Yeah, because
there
that's
you go.
cool. I mean, because that's
That's
like
not
it's game announcements of fun, goofy games, and at the same time, it's like a really bad B horror movie. You know, and it's
Sounds
just like
good.
I love everything about this. So yeah, that kind of bummed me out. Picking myself back up, obviously, this coming Friday is the big epic release of Doom Eternal. Gets released
yes.
on the 20th.
Yeah.
And they announced that you're going to be able to put skins on the Doom Slayer.
Yes.
2 skins have
Oh,
been
yeah.
revealed. One of them being the OG classic skin from the original box art of the original Doom.
Mm-hmm.
The original green with the brown helmet, the one they used in Quake.
Mm-hmm.
And also, though everyone's flipping their shit and loving this one, the unicorn skin.
I want
Yeah.
the unicorn skin.
It's
It's so gay. I love it.
a pink Doom Slayer with a big giant purple fucking horn.
Yep.
Damn right. You know I'm gonna stab that in people. God, that-
So, some people were like, "Ew," but most people were like, "I'm not even gay, and this is fucking badass." I think it's cool looking, actually. If
It's
you actually
Amazon
look at
Prime.
I
it,
thought it looked
yeah, it's
cool.
pink.
Yeah.
There's pink. There's a cape. There's horns. There's little ears and stuff like that. But it's still, you can still tell like it's this honking fucking Doom Slayer. You know, you're just like, oh my god. So it looks cool. And yeah, I'm definitely Amazing Doom skins sold. I have my pre-order in, so preview for next week's SNI of one of my pickups.
Lord
Probably kind of
games.
obvious.
Not $60
Um,
game. Good lord.
So yeah, so that's coming. This one kind of came out of nowhere, kind of is flying under a lot of the radar because I think people are still kind of miffed about the announcement. I think it's the year before Z3, where they did a big announcement that a new Command & Conquer game was coming out, and it turned out to be
Oh.
that fucking mobile monstrosity.
God.
So they are making up for it with the Command & Conquer Remastered Collection, which is a
Ooh.
Wait.
remaster of Command & Conquer, Tiberian Sun, and Red Alert.
Too
Oh,
late.
only
Too
3?
fucking late.
Only 3?
Yeah. The first three that started the franchise.
Yeah.
I guess is the way to look at it.
I
And
grabbed
they
that.
look good.
See, I have that collection put a while ago, Command & Conquer: The First Decade, which was
Yeah.
it had
I honestly think it's a remaster of like the first part of the first decade.
yeah,
Because the first decade includes Red Alert 2 and Generals, doesn't it?
I believe so. Yeah.
So
It definitely included Generals because it was one of the first things I streamed on Twitch. Was Generals. It was the only thing I could play on my PC at the time. It was sufficiently
remember that.
old.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was the strategy game where it's like, guys, it's all about the attack helicopters. If you got an armada of attack helicopters, nothing else can touch you.
Oh yeah, it's the same in Red Alert. If you had an army of blimps,
Okay.
the bomber blimps, you could
Yeah.
literally just like horde bomber blimps down and just eviscerate everything.
There you go. Yeah, that's what I did. I just sent like this wall of attack helicopters towards the enemy, just unleashing hell on them, and yeah, there was nothing they could do to stop me. It was great.
But yeah, it looks good. Like I said, they kept the original art style, the original look. They're not like bumping everything into 3D. They're
Mhm.
literally just redrawing and up-resing all the original assets.
Just
So it still
nicer.
looks like the original game.
Yeah.
It looks a lot crisper, a lot
Higher
newer,
resolution. Yeah.
higher resolution. And on top of that, they're kind of giving it special features like a higher class DVD or Blu-ray.
Yeah.
With a lot of behind the scenes stuff
cool.
of the live action segment.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess with those early ones, they would have to just literally redraw everything because it was all sprites. It wasn't 3D yet.
Yeah, it was all just sprite driven.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Thank you, Major Vitoco, for the added information here. It includes all 3 expansion packs, a rebuilt multiplayer mode, a modernized UI, a map editor, bonus gallery of unreleased FMV footage,
nice.
and over 7 hours of legendary remastered music by Frank Kilpacky.
Nice.
Welcome back, Commander includes Command & Conquer, Red Alert 1, and all expansions.
Nice. Well, that's definitely something I'd be
pretty
interested
comprehensive.
in. I enjoy those games.
See, like I said, I would grab this out of nostalgia, but for me, most of my nostalgia runs in Red Alert 2.
So with the new Dune movie coming out, can we get a remaster of Dune 2 and Dune 2000, maybe, please?
Yes.
No.
Thank you.
I mean, why don't we just go? Oh yeah, and the other thing to add is they actually went in and brought back most of that they could find of the original team at Westwood Studios that built Command & Conquer.
Nice.
To like help them do it and oversee the production to make sure it is still their original vision. So for the game, so yeah, I think they're making this as their big apology.
Good.
Done goofed.
Apology accepted. Don't ever do that again.
Don't fucking scare me like that again.
You know what you did.
Now just do this to Commander Keen and we'll be fine.
Oh, I was trying to think, what was the other one there? Everybody was really disappointed.
Commander
it's like,
fucking Keen.
That's what it was. New Commander Keen for
I'm like,
mobile.
Wait,
Go fuck
Commander
yourself.
Keen, what? And I'm like, I want to reach the internet and like.
Is that the one where the guy chastised the audience? Like, what? You guys don't have phones?
Yeah.
No, that was the year before.
Oh,
that was the year before, and that was for.
Diablo.
Was that the mobile Diablo game?
Yeah, it's the mobile Diablo game.
Oh, you guys don't have phones?
Yeah.
Like, way to insult your potential customers.
I don't.
Nope.
At the time,
Not for games, I don't.
No.
I have exactly 0 games on my phone.
I've got a few, mostly ones that Rosie downloaded, but there's a few, like, they're like simple, basic little pass the time while you're on the bus games. Like, there's nothing. I'm not gonna play fucking Command & Conquer on the bus. Yeah. I'm gonna play that at home on my PC. I downloaded a bunch of digital comics onto my computer, onto my phone. That's what I've been doing. Something like that. That makes sense. Like comics.
But my phone is a tool.
Books,
99% of the time, I don't use it for anything but calling and texting, and that's it.
Yeah.
Just don't.
So this is. I put this in here purely because I think it's interesting. But this is huge hype train, huge rumor mill right now.
Hype train.
I just want to put that as preface first.
Rumor mill, okay.
Big rumor mill, big hype train going on with it right now. That the big rumor is that Konami is trying to patch things up with Kojima.
Oh, yes.
And partnering with PlayStation to back a Silent Hill series reboot and the revival of the PT version of Silent Hills.
Yes.
So that is... And honestly, with what Kojima has been saying about this talk, especially with him talking with Norman Reedus again, and Norman Reedus saying things like he's working with Kojima, he wants to work with Kojima again on something horror related, and there's all these things that are tying it together, which puts a pretty big little thing in there saying that something's brewing somewhere in some area of this, that there might be a proper bring back, maybe for the PS5, of Silent Hills.
So maybe another case where they realized they done fucked up when they basically...
You done goofed for calling the internet police.
Negotiated their way out of having Kojima working for them.
Not one of my favorite memes. You done goofed for calling the internet police.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, I want a big rumor mill, but it's a good rumor to have.
Consequences will never be the same.
I know.
That's so hilarious that you're making.
Well, it's gonna be interesting.
It's hilarious you're making those references just today, because I was watching Chris Hansen like yesterday. Chris Hansen, yes, the Have a Seat guy, has a YouTube page, and he does like a podcast version of his To Catch a Predator. And he's actually
wow.
got some ongoing investigations into some YouTubers that have done some rather nasty things.
Oh, wow.
One of which being Onision.
I was just going to mention, is it probably Onision?
Yep. And also investigating the lead singer from Blood on the Dance Floor, who apparently did a lot of nasty things with underage girls. So, but anyway, one of the things was they mentioned in the interview something about Jessie Slaughter, who apparently was also involved with this guy from Blood on the Dance Floor at some point. Jessie Slaughter, of course, was the girl that her father famously said, "You done goofed, the consequences will never be the same," and called the internet police and the cyber police. That guy. He's dead now.
Oh.
Yeah.
So many brilliant memes he made.
I know.
Yeah, he rest
In the
peace.
chat,
was
they're
a
saying
legend.
the show is literally called "Have a Seat." with
It's called
Chris
Have a Seat with Chris Hansen,
Oh,
yes.
wow.
I didn't
Okay.
even know about it. I
Hey,
I
he
discovered
knows
it
he's good at
randomly.
and so he's like, "Fuck it, you can lean into it. Go for it."
He does. He sits down and he talks to people, and he's got, it was interesting. It was good wholesome family entertainment.
So next one on the list here, Mortal Kombat 11 is getting a combat pack with a bunch of DLC characters coming with it, including Shang Tsung, Nightwolf, the T-800, Sindel, the Joker, and Spawn.
And
That's an
the
interesting
announcement of that,
medley of
That
characters.
came with a
McFarlane Toys
reveal
just
trailer.
McFarlane Toys just released a Mortal Kombat Spawn figure too to
Mm.
coincide with that.
And I have watched the reveal trailer that went with this for the Spawn character, and oh my god, it's Spawn. It is
Yeah.
not
Very
some
nice.
toned down, friggin' Soul Calibur version of Spawn. No, it's dark comic Spawn. Like summoning demons to pull your characters underground, like lighting them on fire with chains, opening up his coat and it's just like a wall of guns.
I just regarding the new Silent Hill game, Risley says it's going to be a Silent Hill pachinko machine.
I was kind of ignoring that because Major Batoko said it. He goes, "It better not be a fucking pachinko machine." I was like,
Better not
But-
be a fucking
but yeah, I highly recommend.
Untapped market, the pachinko machines.
That's popular.
Sean,
Yeah.
you should go and watch the reveal trailer for Spawn and Mortal Kombat 11. You'll be like, "Oh my god, this is like 100% Spawn. Everything
Cool.
he's doing in this is fucking Spawn." And
I'll
it's really
that a
fucking
look.
good. And last but not least, here I'm gonna point this one directly at Stout.
You were pointing at your ceiling on my screen, but okay.
I don't know. Yeah, on my end, Stout is right here.
In my end,
So-
Stout is next to me, down
He's over
below.
here for me.
But on the other
Hi,
screen,
Stout,
he's
man.
down there.
Hi.
So I guess Stout is right here somewhere.
Well, on
Right
your
here.
screen, Skinslip, he's under you, and
Hi, Stoud.
you
Yeah.
can,
I
you
have
can
Mama
pat the
chasing after me
Stout.
underneath.
You fucking ginger shit.
Fuck you, man.
But yeah, pointing this one to Stout here.
He just pointed at Skinslip.
Only 3 days left. oh my god. Just get over it.
What's the thing? What's happening?
In this general area is Stout.
Pointing at Stout.
I'm just gonna read it off here. Only
Trying to
3
crumb.
days left, Arcs. Time to return to the Oracle. It's almost here. We'll see you soon. Phantasy Star Online 2.
Woo!
Whoa!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in
Are you
3
kidding me? That
days.
means it's
In
this
3
next
days.
week. Oh my god. Fantasy
Wow.
Star Online 2, finally, and at the end of the week, Animal fucking Crossing.
Yes!
Fantasy-
Yeah.
Two amazing mobile games coming out in the same week. Awesome.
I hate him so much. so much.
Yeah. Phantasy Star Online 2, the free-to-play sequel to the super popular Phantasy Star Online.
Went to go boom.
Gets released in 3 days, and it's been out for a while, but the North American servers go live in 3 days, and it's going to be on, from what I could read, on every platform ever, even mobile.
Yay!
Oh my God! Why? Why?
Just shows how
He'll never stop calling it a mobile game. He will never stop.
Excellent.
And guess what? Hey, Sean, do you want to play a game with me?
PC, iOS, and Android.
Want to play Phantasy Star Online 2? That mobile game?
Just chance to start streaming, Stout. Phantasy Star Go.
There you go. Just hold your phone up to the camera, and there you go. I'm gonna go over here now. Yeah.
So that was the last bit of gaming news. And
excellent.
Deal
Good
for
stuff.
That amazing.
That got me excited.
Game.
Goddamn, I didn't even know about that. I didn't know.
Well, there you go.
No, actually, that was a last second edition when I was scrolling through Facebook, and they themselves advertised it on Facebook. It said 3 days. I'm like, 3 days for what? And I'm looking, and it says, servers go live. North American servers, 3 days.
Where do I install it at?
You can get it on PS4, Xbox One, PC. I'm not sure where. I think you just have to go to their website. Okay. iOS and Android.
I'm gonna check Steam first. Yeah.
Excellent.
Just in case.
I mean, because again, this game released in 2012. I'm pretty sure it'd run just fine on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm not surprised. That's why I'm not surprised that it has a mobile release also.
I got a Pixel 4.
So
and it's based on a game that came out fucking
like 30
20 years ago? 20.
Yeah.
Not on Steam. Okay.
I have I think the first 2 or 3
Phantasy Star games. Yes.
Yeah, on the
but
Genesis emulator.
This is Phantasy Star Online. It's a little different.
Yeah.
Yes.
Online.
Yeah, actually, the Phantasy Star Online games have, from what I could tell, little to do with the offline mainline story.
Yeah.
Play free soon.
Okay. So,
Xbox One. Oh, it's launching on Xbox One, I guess.
Cool. So, anyway, pickups.
I've got 40 of them.
I have
what?
1.
You 40? 40?
Stoudman finally sent me my fucking package.
Oh my
for Black
god.
Friday.
Okay. Sorry, you garbage
My
gamer. You have
the last package.
1. Okay.
Christmas, actually.
Stout.
9.
9. And I have 1.
9.
I have 1.
9.
I was hoping it would be 2. I'm waiting for a package, and I kind of wanted to pair it up with this one, but oh well.
My one
time.
is interesting to me. It might be interesting to you guys. It has there's a story and a reason behind it.
If you're interested in it, we're probably going to be interested in at least the story.
Okay. Well, maybe we should let Garbage Gamer go first since he gave us that little lead up. First up, what is that mysterious, strange game I've never seen before behind you? Good old Rorschach test the game. Love Dead Space 2. I'm going to do a 10th anniversary playthrough of that next year. Mark it on your calendar sometime.
Free for $99.99.
That's right. Thanks, Mike.
So the one thing I picked up the King of Random. 52 random weekend projects for budding inventors and backyard builders.
Interesting.
Now, the reason why I picked this up is this is obviously King of Random based off the YouTube channel that is immensely popular. And I also bought this because Grant Thompson, who was the host of the show, he lost his life last year.
Oh.
He was in a paramotoring accident. And I think he slammed into the side of a mountain.
Oh, man.
And died on impact. And leaving behind a wife, 3 kids, and this absolutely incredible show that was literally that was his career. It was what was feeding his family. And he was very lucky to have a team behind him and 2 hosts that now host the show and do it now in honor of him. And the last thing they did, his wife is now advertising this on every episode. is they finished the book that he was working on before he passed away.
Ah, okay.
And this is that book.
Nice.
So I got it in honor of him, and I also made sure I pre-ordered it because the pre-order, and along with sending the receipt to them themselves, I'm hopefully going to be getting a like a cover for this, which is going to be a signed copy, a hand-signed copy of from the family and from the current host of the show.
Ah,
Nice.
So
that's nice.
So yeah, and also it's a freaking amazingly good book. I mean, it has like these nice big, detailed ninja stress balls. There you go. How to make Ninja Turtle themed ninja stress balls out of I think it's talcum powder and balloons
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. And there's all these different stuff. I mean, like the examples of stuff on the front. Everything from, you might recognize some of them. Like there's the Foundry. There's a rocket. There's that little thing that shoots smoke rings. A solar scorcher, and that kind of, just all these cool little things you can do.
Neat.
So yeah, that's my little
Cool.
awesome little sob story.
Well, very nice.
So yeah, that was my one pickup. It showed up earlier in the week.
Excellent.
So.
That's very cool.
Very cool indeed. Well, let's go with Stoudman here. So, Stoudman, what did you get this week?
I got, finally, after waiting a month,
Mm-hmm.
I finally got my Shout Factory order in from the
Nice.
from the, what do they call, the Valentine's Day sale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
This
All
is
right.
for the Valentine's Day sale. I'll remind you, it is now March 14th.
Interesting.
Valentine's Day is on February 14th.
Uh-huh.
All right. So,
6 weeks later. No.
I got
Hey,
Candyman,
Candyman.
finally, because it was on sale for a really good price.
I thought you got the Arrow release, the last sale. Didn't we watch
No.
Candyman together?
We did, but I watched it on Netflix.
Oh, I thought you had the Blu-ray. I apologize. All right.
I got Body Bags.
Yay!
Yay.
I've got that one.
I'm gonna watch that with you. If you haven't already watched it.
RoboCop 2.
Hey, I need to get that still.
I don't have any of the Scream Factory RoboCops.
I only got this because, well, they don't have RoboCop 2 on Arrow.
Well, I already had the trilogy set, and there's nothing wrong with those transfers, so I saw no
Yeah.
reason to upgrade for the sequels,
Yeah.
you know?
I just need to get RoboCop 2 because the Arrow released the RoboCop 1.
Yeah.
Got Scanners 2 and 3.
I'm looking forward to watching those with you.
I'd like to get that one, and the Criterion of the first one.
And then, after a certain someone who shall remain nameless mentioned that this was on sale,
Uh-huh.
I got Doctor Who Tom Baker Complete Season 7.
There you
Whoop,
go. Very nice.
And you also got me one because
Good.
he knows I can't afford one.
Yes, because I mentioned it was on sale, and I said, I can't buy it for Skinslip. Can someone buy it for Skinslip? Because these never go this cheap. Like, never.
I never have any money.
Yeah.
To give you an idea, the complete first season of Tom Baker went down to $25, and that's the lowest it went to. And we were just like, yeah, we have to get that. Wow, perfectly timed.
See, it took me 3 months to finally pay. It took me 3 monms of paying Stoudman back.
And the gas is gonna hit
cash.
him.
Oh, my God.
There we go.
It took me that long to fucking pay Stoudman back enough to get it.
That's a heavy gas. It took a while to travel
know.
up there.
It had to work its way
Had to fight
through all the pipes.
And then, brand new, I picked up Sunset Overdrive because everyone
hold
who
on.
has an Xbox One has to have a copy of Sunset Overdrive.
I don't
Have
even
my copy.
finish the story.
I don't have one.
The Tom
Or
Baker
an Xbox
Season 1 set went down to 25. Now, that's the Season 7 set, his final season.
Oh, yeah.
And that went
This went
down
down to 23.
23. So it's less, and it's more
Wow.
episodes.
Yeah. So it's like,
crazily
yeah,
good deal.
Get it.
Is that a big
Get
fat
it.
case? Hold on, let me see that case again.
It is.
Oh, it
It's
is
a
a big
big
fat
fat
case.
one.
On top,
It is.
look at the top.
It's
The
'cause
top,
it's-
when you kept moving around, looked like it was 2 cases
It's
stacked on top
seven.
of each other.
It's 7 discs instead of 6.
Yeah, I thought it was 2 cases stacked on top of each other. I'm like,
No.
what kind of lazy, half-ass shit are they doing here?
No. It's just a.
No, it's just a big fat
It's a
case,
thicker
okay.
case because it's 1 disc more than the smaller cases can fit.
Yes, Sunset Overdrive. It cost me $6. It came brand freaking new, and I was like,
Nice.
That's about how much it's worth. It's not
Yeah.
a bad game. That's the thing.
Just overhyped.
It's overhyped, but it is definitely I would say it's an overrated, but not in a bad way.
but yeah, it paid $6 for it. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I got Layer.
Oh, that's a good
Which
one.
I
I have
didn't
that
have
one.
yet.
Oh,
Are you
man.
gonna use the weird janky ass motion controls to play?
I've got that one.
God. If there's an option not to, I won't.
Yeah, I think there is an option not to. Just use the controller.
But yeah, this one was like $5 too. So
Rose played
I
that for a
got
little
that
bit.
as
She
well.
liked it because, I mean, you're riding around on a dragon, so there you go.
and then Lego City Undercover.
I forgot you still had a Wii U. You actually
Yep.
kept yours.
And I got this because I
Thank
looked
you.
at,
Thank you very
looked at
much.
some.
Thank you.
I looked
Thank
at
you.
some reviews of it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you're too kind. Oh, please. It was
the applause
nothing.
ended
It was
like
nothing.
2 minutes ago.
Thank you.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
Okay. Like, enough already. Just everybody sit back down. Come on.
I looked into this game and found out that apparently it's kind of like a Grand Theft Auto for kids kind of game.
It's
Nice.
literally Lego. People have actually dubbed it Lego Theft Auto.
Sweet. Do you get to kill hookers and steal taxis and stuff?
The key is for kids,
Oh.
sir. Kids.
So you
There's a Switch
just
version of that.
play
Yeah, but this was like
board
$5.
games with
I know.
hookers.
I was mostly for my own reference because I've actually been interested in that game, and I can pick up the Switch version.
I believe I got this one was like $8, and it didn't even come in really good condition. But it's really hard to find this for a halfway decent price sometimes. So I got Turtle Smash Up for the
Hey.
Wii.
There you go.
Nice Ninja Turtles fighting game. Probably one of the last really good Ninja Turtles games.
No.
So,
Oh yeah, you seem to
Yeah.
like Out of the Shadows, the one that came out close to the movie.
I like Out of the Shadows, the movie.
but there
the
was also
game
the game
It's okay.
that was called that, but I don't think it was actually based on the movie. It just happened to have the same title.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were two entirely different things.
Yeah,
they were.
Unfortunate, same naming.
yeah.
More like the game came out first, then the movie came out and stole the title from the game.
Yeah.
And now nobody knows about the fucking game.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I'm going to play that on stream someday, and people are going to be like, wait,
Yeah, because
what
I want to
game
say
is
the game
this?
came out in like,
What
2011?
awesome Ninja Turtles game is this that I've never
I
heard
think
of?
it came out in 2012.
It was
Yeah,
like
2011, 2012,
it
something
was like
that.
all that mix up with Turtles in Time. Everybody keeps calling Turtles the third Turtles movie Turtles in Time. It's like no.
And now they've made it the unofficial subtitle for the fucking
I
movie.
know,
On the
it's
box
not.
Now.
That was the subtitle for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, the video game Turtles
Yeah.
in Time. Ugh. What is with Turtles stuff just getting all mixed up
With their video games, of all things.
with their video games? Like what the hell? I just don't get it.
I gotta pee.
It
Shit.
makes me sad. I gotta pee.
Uh-oh.
Gotta pee. Shit. That's gonna hurt.
Got a pee shit. Oh yeah, that's all I got.
God damn it! You finished just as Skinslip ran off to the bathroom. Now we're gonna be here for an hour waiting. And I can't show mine because I specifically want Skinslip to see what I got.
That's okay. We can just sit here and be silent.
Yep. So, anyway, how are you? How's it going?
Oh goodness.
Well,
But yes, to anybody in the chat, do you know what I'm talking about when I talk about out of the Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, the game?
The game, not the movie.
Anybody?
The game.
Because there was a game that came out for the PS4. Something in... I have it right over there. Something in Manhattan. I can't remember what it's called.
Turtles in Manhattan?
Platinum Games. No. Platinum Games made it, though. And a lot of people felt like it was a crappy game.
The Manhattan Project. That's what it is.
No, that's the third Nintendo game.
Well, fuck's sake. There's another Manhattan one?
Mutants in Manhattan.
Mutants in... Oh, I was close.
Yeah,
Mutants in Manhattan.
I also kind of lost track with it because there was...
Turtles Take Manhattan.
Yeah, they tried several different types of franchises.
Yeah.
And just, like, none of them worked.
I always thought the side-scrolling beat 'em up was good.
Oh, okay.
Like a good format.
They had like you remember the game Freedom Force or Fighting Force? Sorry.
Maybe.
It came out on the PlayStation. It was supposed to be Streets of Rage 4, and it turned into Fighting Force.
Okay.
I was gonna say because there was a game a lot like a Ninja Turtles game, a lot like Fighting Force, where it was.
Oh really?
Yeah, and it was fucking awful apparently. Because it's just like you always had to play as all four of the turtles, whether you had three other players.
No, you're talking about Out of the Shadows.
Am I talking about
Out of the Shadows? Is that game that plays
it's
all
fucking awful.
The turtles?
Okay. Oh yeah.
So it was.
I didn't think it was all that bad, honestly. But maybe it's
how do you play as all of them?
Fan, but
it's one of those where
you just pick a turtle and then they all
pick a
fight
turtle
and
the other three are AI
controlled. So they're like bots.
Yeah, and here was the problem. If I remember correctly, there was no friendly fire. So you could always just beat the shit out of each other.
So there is friendly fire, then you mean?
The friendly fire is on.
Yeah. So it's like it suffers from the Battletoads problem.
Yeah, except if you're playing by yourself, it's with three other AI-controlled turtles that are running around doing like stupid bullshit and getting themselves killed, which ends the game. It was just. Why did you give the ability for the game to just end when any of the four turtles lose all their lives, when the other three turtles are AI controlled?
I don't know, but it sounds stupid.
It was critically panned. I remember that. I remember it came out and like no one liked it.
Cool, except Stoudman. Anyway, Skinslip, what did you get?
Oh gosh. Okay. First, my friend, sorry, my friend Shelby got me some things for the apartment. Including this mag light.
Oh, nice. Those are awesome.
We need a flashlight for the apartment. So there's the first thing got bought for the apartment.
Lighting and beaning people to death.
Yes, in fact, that's exactly why I put it in the wish list.
Yeah.
It's a weapon as well as a tool.
Yep. Those things
the reason why police
knock
get
you the fuck out.
Beating people with them. This is my slinky black pentagram boob window dress, which is not hang well like this. But
you suddenly
pixelated
all this
she sent me this also. So it's a really cute dress. I actually take a photo of it. Looks pretty good.
You've looked perfect all night. Why are you suddenly a pixelated mess?
Oh, I don't know. God hates me.
Let us see the Skinslip.
Cat, stop trying to play with my dress, bitch.
But it matches my fur.
This fucking cat. I'm gonna kill her. Alright. And then she got me a housewarming gift. Robotech Ace Pilot game.
Oh, god damn.
So it's a two-player game in which two players, or it's like a Zandrati pilot, two players actually. Zandrati pilot and I think maybe you're both Robotech pilots, but you're like either competing in some fashion. I don't know. I haven't read the rules yet. All I know is, hey, I like games. and this was on my wish list because it looked pretty neat. It had a pretty good rating, so.
Cool.
There's lots of little bits and stuff. It's kind of interesting.
Nice.
So that was from Shelby. From Owen, he sent me a bunch of random stuff, but he sent me this G.I. Joe vehicle, which I don't know the name of. I'm sorry. It's Sergeant Slaughter's vehicle. I know that much. I don't have a Sergeant Slaughter, so you get Gung Ho instead. Roadblock. I can't remember who that is. I'm bad with names. Sorry.
If it's the black
Been a
one,
long
it's
time.
Roadblock. If it's the white one, it's Gung Ho.
Oh, right. Okay. Next. Comic books. This is the only thing I spent money on are these comic books, actually. Everything else was gifted to me this month. I got Wonder Woman by Perez, Volume 4.
Oh, wow.
One more volume of this, and then after that is the War of the Gods volume, which I already have. So.
Nice.
And then I got this Tales to Astonish. This is 3 one-shots that were done in 1994, I think, for the anniversary of 1994, 95 for the anniversary of something with the Avengers. I can't remember, probably the first appearance of them or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are full painted comics. These are wonderful, by the way.
Wow. Really hard to see.
Look at that.
It just looks like a smear of watercolors.
It's all paintings.
Literally
Let's see if I
can't
can find a better
see
shot.
anything.
Better
No, it's
shot?
not.
Better
It's
shot.
because your stream just went to shit. I don't know what happened. It's been perfect all night.
I know, right?
Discord being a shit bag.
Here's a big full page spread. Maybe that'll show up a little better.
Hold on, let me just try.
Very smeary. No,
Painted. It's all painted. Fully painted. 3
Everybody's perfect
issues.
except the one with the fastest connection. How does this fucking work? Discord, work!
I know, I'm one of the best connection. It has nothing to do with my connection, everything to do with Discord. Next, this was interesting. I guess making Epic Collections a little bit smaller. This is only like 300 pages.
Can you try just turning your camera off and on real quick?
Sure.
Because you're never
It's driving
pixelated
him
like
nuts.
this. It really is.
I know
Clearly
Travis not
driving him
anything.
fucking nuts.
There. What the fuck, Discord? It was perfect for like a second.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
it's better. No.
Ultimate or
Let's go,
Maximum
we can-
Carnage, which is like the big Spider-Man crossover of the 90s, and
I
wasn't
re-
introducing Carnage, but it was the big
I
thing
remember
Carnage and
I-
important villain.
I remember that crossover. I actually tried to collect it, but I failed, so I gave up.
The entire crossover is here, plus the Designer Jeans graphic novel, so
Nice.
as a bonus. So next, it's kind of interesting. This is the one I was most interested in.
Okay.
This is just barely 300 pages. This is the first volume of Miss Marvel.
Okay, hold on one second. I'm gonna try something here.
Shit.
Christ fucking sakes. Alright, I give up.
It
Go.
has nothing to do with the connection.
Go.
This is the first volume of Miss Marvel.
Okay.
It's barely 300 pages. Look how thin this volume is.
That's crazy. Yeah. Actually, the Marvel horror one is like that too. It's very thin.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's gonna
Yeah.
cost me $30 fucking too.
Yeah.
And then here's volume 2, which is equal to, in fact, these two combined are only like 50 pages more than the Demon Bear Saga volume of New Mutants.
Of like, so 2 volumes equaling the length of 1.
I
Essentially.
think the reason it's 2 is because it's just barely too long for 1,
Yeah.
printing size-wise. 'Cause it is bigger than any other Epic collection, put them both together, but
Yeah.
just barely, by like 50
Yeah.
pages. So that's the only stuff I bought. In fact, I didn't pay for this. This was a gift, these two. But this was all my monthly purchasing.
There you
I
go.
had like about $50-$60 to buy. So.
Nice.
Now we can talk about the movie. First up, we have TV show, Deadwood.
Oh, finally,
in my
eh?
collection. I know,
Yeah.
right? Finally. Every single hub in it is shattered.
When you hold the things up, if you could try to hold it still for a few seconds, because then the pixels kind of sort themselves out. As soon as you move it like a millimeter, it's just a mess.
What?
It's
Now she's doing it.
not helping.
It's Deadwood. It's a big white box with the word Deadwood on it. Nothing fancy, guys. I promise.
We're not gonna be able
But
to
every
do it,
hub
we can
inside
see.
is shattered.
Oh, great.
That's alright. Not from Stoudman. Stoudman packed it just fine. It's clearly was when they shipped to him. It was
Yeah.
shattered in that.
I didn't notice that.
I haven't seen
No,
Deadwood
yeah.
either, Worm Disease. I've wanted to check it out for a while.
Next, we got Oh Brother, Where Out? Where Out Thou? Where Art Thou? Jesus Christ. Could
Where
not say
out
that.
thou? Where out thou?
Where Out Thou? Where
out thou?
And then I got Muppet Treasure Island and the Great Muppet Caper.
Oh, nice.
My favorite is the Muppet Caper.
I always like
love
that one
Oh Brother,
too.
Where Art Thou? That movie is so funny.
Oh God, what is that?
I don't know.
Oh, here we go. Oh, God. I didn't drop it, I promise. My Galaxy Quest Steelbook.
Oh, nice.
I didn't just fling it across the room in contempt of life and everything involved in it.
That is,
Definitely didn't just damage it.
the Steelbook of Galaxy Quest is required owning to say you have a movie collection.
All right, next. From Eureka Films, I got two things. I got this Once Upon a Time in China trilogy. I had actually, Stoudman was like, I'm like, hey Stoudman, sales on. Stoudman like, what do you want? I'm like, I just want this. And I was like, oh, wait. and then they also want Dragon Inn. So I got those two movies. Those two collect. That's three
Dragon
movies,
Inn.
4 movies total, I guess. But then there was a Twilight Time sale, which I did not expect to participate in, but
Nice.
Justin asked me what I wanted, and I was like,
I bought
The
a few
Resurrected
Twilight
for
Times.
$4.
There you go. Very nice.
The only one that came in a blue case too.
I like Twilight Time.
And then 8 Heads in a Duffel Bag.
Oh, nice, Joe Pesci. Ah,
And we got the
you look good now.
We got the Boston Strangler.
Discord likes Twilight Time, apparently.
We had the Stone Killer.
Very nice.
Moscow on the Hudson.
Ah, that's where Robin Williams is a defecting Russian.
Yeah, just got announced by Eureka actually.
Yeah.
As a deluxe limited edition
I
set.
remember that one came out. It got a lot of press at the time.
Appassionata, which is some Italian film. I'm not from.
Yeah.
But it said Passionata. Me and Justin read the back. And like, okay, we should probably get those. So, you got a copyright, right, Justin?
No?
No? Oh, okay. I just got it. And American Buffalo,
Oh.
which was the one that brought up the ask. He asked if I wanted this one. I was like,
I've
yeah.
actually had my eye on American Buffalo for like literally 2 years. They've been trying to like practically give those away. I bet that one was like $5 or something, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly $5.
Nobody wants it, and I don't know why, but it's like what Dennis Franz and Dustin Hoffman, isn't it?
This cover doesn't do
Yeah.
any justice to it.
No, but I mean,
But-
I want it based on that cover alone. Just Dennis Franz and Dustin Hoffman sitting on a bench shooting the shit, watching
Sure,
people
but,
go by.
like-
I don't care what it's about. I just want to see it.
And then I got Born Free, which is the one I really wanted. So like I was like, oh yeah, Born Free. This is like, I saw this, this was on TV as a kid, and so I was attached to that. And Rapid Fire starring Brandon Lee. He almost checked out before I was like, oh my god, you need to grab this one too. Oh
my god, and that is the same Brandon Lee pose from the Mercenary Men cover.
It's the same promotional shot.
Yeah.
You filmed these movies and he died during Crow before
Yeah.
half of the stuff was done.
But we got laser missions, so we're good.
Got Great Mouse Detective.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god, I haven't seen that movie in forever.
The finale in that is inspired by Castle Cagliostro, apparently.
Yeah.
Finale in the clock tower.
Randomly, I think I'm Akari. Justin found this, and I was like, "Can you grab that for me?" This is Gates of Heaven in Vernon, Florida,
Nice.
from Errol Morris. Great pair of documentaries. Over at the Severin sale for Black Friday, we got the Uncanny with a slipcover.
Ooh, that looks nice.
Limited edition slipcover, which I think is sold out now. We got Wild Beasts, in which an entire zoo is accidentally exposed to PCP. And they kill everybody. No, I'm not making that up. That's literally what happened. Is there nudity here? Okay. We got the Devil Hunter and Cannibal Terror.
Very cool. They want to rip out your guts.
Jack the Ripper, but this is the actual edition and not the free one that they were giving out. What's funny is now I can't find my. I don't know where I put down the fucking. They gave away a X-rated cut.
Oh, okay.
With like your orders on Black Friday or whatever, right?
Yeah.
because they released this and then they found that other cut.
Now, is that the Klaus Kinski one?
No,
No. Okay.
no.
Oh, which one is
This
it?
is
then?
1959.
Oh,
So.
okay, definitely not. No,
This is a proto slasher essentially.
Okay, yeah, no, the Kinski one's
But-
from like early 70s.
There was an adult version made, and after they released this, they found it. And so on Black Friday, when you made an order, you got that, and it's around here in this house somewhere. I don't know where the fuck I set the disc down, thinking, my copy's coming in soon. I don't want to put this away because I want to put it in this case.
Uh-huh.
Where the fuck did I put it? I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Next, we got Violence in a Women's Prison. This is a Bruno
Yay.
Mattei film. I'm a big fan of Bruno Mattei's work.
Yep.
And we got Sergio Martino's All the Colors of the Dark.
Oh,
It's
nice.
a giallo film I know nothing about. But look at that cover. Look at it.
That one, yeah, that one caught my eye too. I liked the cover and the name.
This one I had been wanting to get a long time. I saw this VHS. It's a young kid, and I always wanted to rent it. My mom would never let me rent it. It's an Invasion of the Blood Farmers. It's apparently not very good, but
Oh,
Invasion of the Blood Farmers. Like,
but you saw that VHS cover there, and
yes,
that was enough.
this exact cover. I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah.
The quote here is a complete whack job of a film. A mind-numbing, bizarre attempt at low-budget horror that's always entertaining and absolutely worth seeing. So,
Well, there you go. Now
Alright.
you can finally see. So you're doing what I've been doing, finding these like things that you weren't allowed to see from your childhood, and then
Yep.
like, fuck it, I'm an adult. I'm gonna see this now.
And see it
everyone
and probably-
wants me to start over now that I look good, but
And what's great is we now live in a time where you're probably seeing these movies better than when they were originally broadcast.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
for sure.
oh yeah,
Big
look
time.
way better than the
So-
VHS ever did. I think it may have gotten a theatrical release. I'm not sure.
Theater.
From I don't
Yeah.
remember.
It was
Stoudman,
a-
how did this come about? Scream Factory release of Garbage Pail Kids.
I have that.
Hamilton Books had a sale.
There you go. I can't remember how I acquired it.
I have that.
Yeah,
I still haven't watched
that
it.
price, by the way, is correct. $8.
Nice.
$8? What?
$8.
Where does it say
Collector's
$8?
edition.
No. I said, I said
Oh.
it was $8.
Oh,
and
right.
I was like,
Okay.
I wasn't mistaken there. That was $8.
Mhm.
And I felt like pointing it out again because that fucking thing goes for like 30, 40, $50 now because it's out of
It's
print.
out of print.
Yeah, it just went out of print. Yeah.
Yeah. I
The next
grabbed it.
we did the Severance
while
sale, and I picked up a few titles. I got House of the Dead from 1978, but that's not how I know this title. I know this title by the alternate cover, which I'm gonna flip real quick. This is not the original cover, but Alien Zone.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Alien Zone, another title I'd seen on this shelf and never could rent. So
What two completely different suggestions those titles are. Alien Zone. Oh, some kind of weird sci-fi alien thing, right? No.
but it's actually an anthology horror film. So
Oh, well, there you go. So maybe one of them
Yeah.
is.
yeah, one of them's sci-fi, one of them's in an old house. You know.
Okay.
And next we have The Uninvited, which is about a cat that's inside another cat that attacks people. So this cat here is attacking the people on this boat, but inside this cat is another fucking cat puppet monster thing. I can't explain it any better.
Damn it, you
Next,
beat me
I
to
got
it.
Tiny Tim as a slasher clown.
Oh, there you go.
Blood Harvest.
Big inspiration for the Joker makeup there.
Yep, that is in fact
Yeah.
the inspiration for the new Joker. That's part of the inspiration.
Yep.
Next, I got Death Feud, also known as Savage Harbor. This is the VSA line, so these are like old VHS style boxes,
Nice.
like that. So and they're hand numbered,
Oh, I see. So they come out the
painted a
bottom.
dick to put back.
Gotcha.
Number 2,275.
Nice. Hand numbered.
Next, Savage Dawn, another VSA title. These are very limited only. So
That's really cool.
I've been collecting. I missed one of them already, unfortunately. Evil Town. I'm bummed about that one.
Oh.
I don't want all of them, but that's one of them ones I wanted that I didn't get a chance. There's also another one on the site that I want to get, but I haven't gotten. Next, we got Taming the T-Rex. Taming the T-Rex, the gore cut, baby.
Yeah,
look at that lenticular gore cover, which doesn't come out so very well.
Heard a lot of good things about that release.
This will be a movie gangbang. This is the first movie gangbang back. Will be this movie.
Isn't that the first time that alternate cut's been available?
Yes, and I've never seen it. I'm gonna see it
I
raw.
didn't even know
on
it existed.
Movie gangbang.
Yeah.
Part of a movie gangbang is that we get raw reactions, and that's gonna be one of them.
Exactly.
That's it. That's everything.
Wow. Awesome.
Yep.
Well, that's good stuff. Well, thank you. Finally working, Discord.
Yeah.
For any of this month, because I'm broke as shit.
Yeah.
So. This is all paid for like months ago. Now.
Come on. Oh, no, hold on. What am I doing? This one. There. Okay. I only got one thing this month. But it was something that I wanted to get a while ago. And I missed out on it because it sold out, like, instantly. And it was recently brought back, surprisingly. And was a little on the pricey side, but I was like, you know what? I really don't want to miss out on this again, and it's my birthday, and I got a little bit extra money, so I'm going to treat myself so I don't miss out again. I'm sorry, Skinslip, but Deathstalker 1 and 2.
Bitch.
Yeah.
I missed out on it again.
Is it gone now? I bought it. I ordered it, like, when they put up a low stock warning. And that's what kind of prompted me to take action. I was like, okay, fine. So, got it.
Bummer.
Now,
I couldn't get it, unfortunately.
I'm pretty sure I've seen at least one of these back in the days of VHS, but
I got the DVD set.
I don't remember anything about it. So
I'm not super broken up about it.
They will effectively be new to me. But no.
There's a lot of rape in them. That's going to be the only warning I'm going to give you.
All right, cool. I don't care.
It's a little uncomfortable to watch in modern context. Like, oh.
I used to have
other than that, you're like, it's okay. It's like
I used to have the Laserdisc set of Yuratsuki Doji, Legend of the Overfiend, so I'm good. Demon Rape, the movie. But
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Although, as far as that genre goes, that one was actually pretty good. It had an actual plot to it. But at least the first one did. But anyway, so this is kind of like, you know, the Sword and Sandal Conan wannabe low-budget fare from the 80s. I think they did 4 of these. There's one.
They did.
There's 4. The 4th one is on DVD. I don't know where the 3rd one is. It's just vanished into limbo.
It had a DVD at one point, but it's like
really
way out of
limited,
print.
Out of print, yeah.
All 4 had gotten released by New Concord DVD back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
No, not early 2000s.
So anyway, maybe we'll get to 3 and 4 on Blu-ray at some point, but for now, at least we got 1 and 2, which you know, I'm looking forward to checking out because I like these movies. I like to pretend that they're bigger budget than they are and they're better than they are. I just kind of immerse myself in the fantasy cheese. But
unfortunately, none of them are as good as Conan. It's a shame.
No, well, and it's basically
they never even got close.
They're the Conan wannabes, you know.
Yeah, but like it's not even like you know, a lot of those genres they can get close to the original, but for some reason, not a single sword and sorcery film got anywhere near Conan quality.
Well, that's true. Like we talk a lot about the Road Warrior ripoffs, and a lot of them are actually pretty
or like
decent.
there's even cyberpunk ripoffs that are pretty
decent.
decent.
And a lot of those are pretty, you know, perfectly watchable. They're fun. But yeah, it's true. Like not a lot of the Conan ripoffs did really get close. They always kind of came off as low budget cheesy fare. But that's
many just unwatchable.
That's what I say. I just kind of I'm very forgiving with them, and I just kind of you know. I don't know.
Iron Master is one of my favorites. It's Umberto Lenzi.
See,
it's
the
ones
like the ones that I think are closer to that sort of vibe are like the old Sword and Sandal ones, you know, like some of the stuff that we watch. Also very low budget and very cheesy, but fun.
Oh.
That what?
Good lord, the Machiste cycle.
Yeah,
that's the character.
Oh, I remember.
Hercules is rebranded as an American.
Machiste. Yeah, but he was also rebranded as Goliath in a bunch of them.
Samson.
And Samson.
And Atlas.
Yeah. They were all Hercules.
But Maciste.
Maciste.
A very famous Italian folk hero, basically.
Yeah, I think actually that set I have has a bunch of those in it. The Warriors.
Almost all of them are Maciste films. They just,
yeah.
You know, there's a lot of them. There's a whole bunch of them.
So, movies. What movies did we watch this week? I didn't watch very many because I've been busy preparing for Saturday morning forever. So
I didn't watch anything this week. I was sick and miserable.
Okay. Did you watch anything, Stoud?
Miserable. 4 movies.
Holy shit.
And I saw Onward.
Oh, you saw Onward. That's right, you did. You could do a movie review this week, Garbage Gamer. Oh my god!
But I'm gonna go to bed instead.
Fine. Did you like Onward?
I really did, actually.
There you go.
It was a lot of fun. If you're a D&D fan, you're gonna fucking love this movie.
Nice.
You know, it just plays heavily into it, and D&D is actually, I think, pretty directly referenced in the movie.
Cool.
So yeah, definitely get out there. Pixar knocked it out of the park with this one yet again.
Well, Pixar is good at that. Knocking things out of parks.
Yes. Tugging at the proverbial heartstrings.
The fart strings.
So.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, and actually, I finished off just a binge watch and watched the 5th season of Samurai Jack.
Ah, okay. And I have still yet to see a single episode of it.
I had not actually watched the 5th season all the way through until now, and holy fucking shit.
Good.
You know, you could definitely tell it went from daytime Cartoon Network to nighttime Adult Swim.
Yes, that's what I've heard. Yeah,
and it's like
he finally.
Oh, that was good.
Finally got to do the show he really wanted to do.
Okay, so yeah, so that was that. I'm going to bed.
All right, have a wonderful night, and thank you for joining us. Actually,
Bye, penis, everybody.
Bye, penis. Bye, penis.
Bye.
Well, what I will do is I will full screen Stoud for Stoud's Reviews. Welcome, everybody, to Stoud's Reviews. This is Stoud, and he has some reviews. So, Stoud, what are you going to review today on Stoud's Reviews?
Today, I'm going... Okay. Today, I'm going to talk about the movie that really set the mood for this entire week for me. And it's called Miracle Mile.
You finally watched it, eh? Nice.
Finally watched it.
And
you guys have already talked about it quite a bit, but
well, we want your take. You tell us what's the.
It's about a guy. Well, one thing I will say is, what's his face? I can't remember his name. The black guy.
Oh, the cab.
Totally racist thing for me to say. Yes. That guy.
Yeah.
I can tell immediately, like, oh, so this is the role that got him the role in Forrest Gump for damn sure.
Probably. Pretty good chance, actually.
Was that? Wait a minute. Was he Bubba?
Yes.
That was Bubba? Oh my god!
That was Bubba.
I didn't even recognize him.
Bubba.
Holy shit! Wow.
How did you not recognize? The second I saw him, I'm like, wait a minute, that's Bubba?
To be fair, I haven't seen Forrest Gump in probably 20 years, so.
Right.
But.
Well, anyways.
Love Bubba.
Really liked it. You know, I could tell kind of where it was going after the phone call, obviously.
Well, yeah.
But, you know.
I like how
I really liked the way that they went about the whole thing, because it's just like, you really see how things progress, how even until the last 10 or so minutes, it's like, not everybody's convinced this is happening.
Oh, I know.
Not everybody's freaking out, but then the last fucking 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Fucking flip out. Everything's fucked. Fuck.
Pretty much. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're kind of seeing that right now, aren't we? Like,
yes, people are being completely fucking irrational.
Well, irrational
like,
or
toilet paper.
Well, irrational or in complete denial. You know, it's like, no, this is a thing that is happening, and you know, we'll get through it. Well, most of us will anyway. So, you know.
Hopefully, if people don't like, that's the thing I've noticed about this whole week is like the social, like I keep saying it, the social order is breaking down. It is.
Yeah.
It's absolutely breaking down. You know, I got people talking about how there are lines outside of gun stores. It's like, dude, the social order is about to fucking flip on a dime like it did in this fucking movie.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Just, I hope everybody calms down and doesn't do that. But it's looking like it's going to get there.
It's going to get a little crazy. That's what I was saying. When I first started to see like the big toilet paper buyouts, I was like, wow, this right here is a textbook example of just how our civilization that we take for granted really is just hanging by a thread. Like, it does not take much for everybody to go fucking crazy.
A single roll of toilet paper.
That's right. Just one sheet of 2-ply between
and as
civilization
you know,
and chaos.
That shit ain't very strong.
No. It is designed to break down quickly in water.
Yes. But no, I really like this movie. It's gonna stick with me. It's one that's definitely gonna stick with me. So, yeah. Especially those last few moments. It's like, holy crap. This really got fucked up.
Oh, I know. It's I really enjoyed it a lot. I had never really heard of it before. And then it was This Hidden World had sent it to me amongst a whole bunch of different movies. And he was like, oh, you'll probably like this one. It's another sci-fi movie from the director of Cherry 2000. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I completely forgot that it was even a sci-fi movie, and I put it like on my drama shelf somewhere. And because, I mean, you look at the cover, and at first glance, you just kind of see the palm trees and stuff, and you think, like, oh, it's probably some cheesy romantic comedy thing or something. I don't know, whatever. I'll put it on this shelf. And then I was just kind of randomly looking for things to watch. I think I had just watched The Day After. And then I was just looking for something else to watch. And I'm like, oh, yeah, there's this Miracle Mile. What's this about? And I look on the back. It's like, nuclear annihilation. Well, this fits right in with my theme. So I'll watch this. So, I watched it. Was blown away by it. And recommended it to you guys. And now you've all seen it. And we're also blown away by it. So, hooray. So thank you to This Hidden World for getting that ball rolling like 2 years ago when you sent me the movie.
Now we've all seen it and we all enjoyed it.
Yes.
Yes. I also watched Buffalo Bill and the Indians. Or Sitting Bull's History Lesson.
Okay.
Which is a Robert Altman film.
Good old Robert Altman. Yeah.
Robert Altman.
You're watching a lot of his lately.
I think he did a couple of Westerns, and this is one of them. Mm-hmm. It's a revisionist Western, which means it's all about how the stories you have heard about the West in Western films and whatnot are complete and total bullshit. And it's a deconstruction of all those myths by showing you, in this case, the Buffalo Bill, the guy who did set up the fucking the Wild West town that was meant to look like and reflect the towns that you read about in those fucking dime novels, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, his whole idea was to get these actors who would portray all these characters that you've heard of. Annie Oakley and... all that stuff. So, the movie is all about how he's, setting up this town, and he's got this very popular business now, an entertainment business of just selling this vision of the West so that people could take their kids and be like, now this is what the West was really like, even though this is not what the West was like.
Yeah. Cool. That sounds like
fun. But the movie is actually like it gets into it gets a little deeper because he actually gets Sitting Bull, like the actual real life Sitting Bull, who was in prison at the time, but he convinces, I don't remember how he did it, but like he convinced them to let Sitting Bull out and to join his troop, as it were. I think he actually calls it a troop at some point.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like it's Western vaudeville. But no, he gets Sitting Bull to come in, and Sitting Bull has all these demands, and he's just like, "Well, how dare you ask me for these? What the nerve, right?" And Sitting Bull and his interpreter, played by Will Sampson, he's just like, no emotion on their face.
My Buffalo
like,
has a Blu-ray release.
You're gonna take what I'm offering or not? I don't give a fuck. We can leave right the fuck now.
Yeah.
My Buffalo was released by Kino like 5 years ago.
Will Sampson from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? And Poltergeist 2?
Yeah. And actually, what's funny is that at first they mistake his character as Sitting Bull. They think he's Sitting Bull because he's like fucking 6'7" feet tall. He has
quite a presence.
Yeah,
he is a large.
But he doesn't play Sitting Bull. He plays the interpreter for Sitting Bull.
Okay, interesting. That's funny.
But
yeah, I always liked Will Sampson. He's great.
Quite good because Sitting Bull just like is not having it. They're just like, we're going to tell the story of how you got your ass kicked. And we're going to have you at the centerpiece of it. And he's like, nah. Like, wow, how dare you? But they don't dare do anything to him. They don't dare. No. They just accept it, you know? They just...
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's a good movie. It's a great deconstruction of the Wild West, and it's a bit of a dark comedy as well. There's comedy involved in it as well.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Sounds good.
All around,
sounds
good
like
stuff.
Fun.
Speaking of comedy, though, I watched The Monster.
Hey!
Which is absolutely hilarious. There's,
yes.
The way I described it before, as just looking at the trailer for it, as being kind of like Mr. Bean, you know?
Kind of, yeah.
Rowan Atkinson.
Well, he's very physical.
In terms of...
Yeah,
in terms of the physical comedy, there's so much... He is a master of physical comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. It's so fucking good in this. And yes, there are some elements of this. It's like, okay, this guy isn't a good person.
No.
But does he deserve what's happening to him? All these people trying to chase him down.
There's a woman
he's a monster
in my apartment, and she's naked all the time.
Like, oh my God!
You have to act like you're not interested. Just talk about taxes and things.
The way he does is like this woman literally is like. For those who don't know, she's actually the like a police officer.
Yeah,
and she's there trying to catch him in the act of being a pervert, so that they can prove that he did all this stuff that they are claiming he did. Right? He is the monster we think he is.
It's a comedy of mistaken identity, basically.
Yeah,
they think he's this serial killer, and
in an attempt to try and catch him, she's like literally putting his head up her dress, like finding all these ways to try and make it look like he's this terrible person. And he's just like, and she's like grinding up against him. And he's just like, no. And again, he just starts talking about taxes and stuff.
That's right. Yeah.
He's trying his hardest.
Stock market and
get to him.
The most boring things you can think of.
But for my money, the funniest scene was actually when somebody gets stuck in his window, and when this person is convinced already that he's this like serial killer, right?
Yeah.
So she's trying to escape through his window. The window slams down on her and gets stuck, which we've already been shown previously in the movie. It's a window that gets stuck, right?
Yeah, as soon as
she didn't know that.
Yeah.
So it gets stuck, and he's trying to help her out of it, and she's thinking that he's trying to like rape her. and as he's trying to help her get out of this, the stereo that's right next to him, he accidentally flips it on, and I was just laughing so fucking hard. It's brilliant.
I had a feeling you would enjoy that. Just remembering how you reacted to his scene in Night on Earth, I was like, oh, there's... I was thinking at the time, like, you got to see Monster. Or The Monster. Or Il Monstro. But I'm glad you finally got a chance
And
to
alert
see that.
thing is on the screen again.
God fucking damn it.
I just noticed. Sorry.
Yeah, there it is. Look at that.
It's on Stoud's forehead.
It is. Gone now? I think it's gone now. I clicked refresh. And now it seems to be fine. Okay.
All right.
So the last one I watched was
Thank you.
Return of the Fly.
Return of the
Because
Fly.
I had seen the original Fly, but when I got this collection, the Fly collection,
Oh. Yeah.
a couple months ago,
I really want that.
I got it because I had seen this one,
Yep.
and I had seen this one,
Yes.
but I never saw the sequels to the original Fly. I didn't even know The Curse of the Fly was a movie that existed.
I forgot about that one. I did know about it, though.
But I watched Return of the Fly. I like it. It's basic. I'm not going to lie. They literally took the exact same fucking premise from the original film and recycled it.
Uh-huh.
But there are some key differences that honestly I felt like worked a little bit better than the original film.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just liked it a little bit better than the original film, even though it's
Fair enough.
literally just ripping off the original concept from the original film.
Uh-huh.
It's like,
More of the same,
At least
please. Yeah.
they add something. They add something different to it, and it worked a little bit better, I think.
Okay.
But you know, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to say other than that because it's the same movie basically. Hey, if you liked it, more of the same. There you go.
Everything you liked about the original is in this one, too.
And it's a little bit better. And we still have Vincent Price for some reason.
That's right. So was that it? Was that
That's all of them that I watched, yeah.
was that 4?
That was 4.
That was 4. Yes, I thought it was
Miracle
3.
Mile, Buffalo Bill, Monster, and Return of the Fly.
Well, then let us switch over.
I take it back. I did watch a movie.
You did. Okay.
Oh.
Yes.
Hold on. Hang on. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So
I
what'd you
watched
watch?
a Steve Railsback film from 1997 called Pressure Point.
Ah, very nice.
Ah.
Like
It's
Steve
1
Railsback.
star. Because Steve Railsback, in his receding rail line, has 5 seconds of fucking scenes. And stars
wow.
actually Don Mogavero, who is a 40-something nobody who's balding, who wanders around his neighborhood shooting himself like with a camera, pretending to be a fucking spy. I'm not kidding. That's this fucking movie. It's an hour of this fucking guy thinking he's something of interest to watch. And then the action happens. It just does not pay
and
off.
Steve Railsback is in it for 2 minutes.
Yep.
So it's
Larry Linville, too.
So it's like those old bargain bin releases, like starring Jack Nicholson in The
Yep.
Little Shop of Horrors, and he's in like literally one scene.
Yeah, no, that's right.
He's not the star of the movie.
So the official description
the
is a
one-name
CIA
actor.
assassin is
Yeah.
embroiled in a deadly game across 2 continents, aka not at all. It's just some Midwest town. Betrayed and imprisoned, faces
Jet
one
setting
last
adventure.
mission To regain his freedom, his family, and his self-respect, he gets none of those things back. Anyway, it's apparently Riff Tracks has covered it at some point, so I'm gonna watch that next.
Have to put it in. Might be MGBable.
Yeah, forgot about that movie.
That what?
That was the only thing I watched. Is that
Okay,
movie.
very good. Well, let's we'll switch you over to the 2-shot here, and I'll tell you all about the one movie I watched this week. I watched a whole entire movie. Yeah.
Whoa.
I also watched some Picard. I've been catching up on Picard. I've got about an episode and a half of Picard to go. I'm liking Picard. It's good. It's very Picardy. Anyway,
Picard.
I'm very tired. I've been up since 5:30 this morning. Skinslip's been up since 6. So.
And you're coming down with something.
Be
so,
happy.
You know.
I'm not coming down with anything. I'm fine. Fuck off. Anyway, what I watched this week was another from the early days of Hammer from 1957, X, The Unknown.
Cool.
Which,
You farted all over your own movie that you're talking about.
I'm just looking here. Okay, so it came out the same year as Quatermass 2. So, that year they did a whole bunch of sort of... So when they were just starting to touch on the direction that they would go, Hammer, that is. So they did X the Unknown. They also did The Abominable Snowman that same year. They did Quatermass 2. And then, of course, Curse of Frankenstein also came out that year. And that's the one that changed everything. But at this point, they were still trying to find their footing. They felt like they were onto something with these sci-fi horror films. So the Quatermass movies were fairly successful. So it's like, let's have another one of those. But the third Quatermass serial hadn't happened yet in Britain, so they couldn't do the third one. And they wouldn't do the movie of that until, like, literally a decade later. So they got, I think it was Jimmy Sangster, yeah. Jimmy Sangster, who wrote a lot of the Hammer films, to basically come up with sort of a Quatermass-like sci-fi horror story. And that's very much what this feels like. It's like, this feels like a Quatermass story. Because it's very much that kind of thing, where there's this strange organism appears that's killing people, and they don't quite know what it is, where it came from, what it's all about. So they get this scientist guy to investigate and figure it all out. And it really has a Quatermass vibe to it. But not in a crappy rip-offy way, but in a good way. It feels like that type of story and that type of sci-fi horror thing, and I really like it. I like that this is another one, much like the Quatermass ones, where it's an, I don't want to say alien, it's not quite alien, but it's an organism that is difficult to pinpoint exactly what it is. It's kind of amorphous and, you know, it's... And what?
Lovecraftian.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Lovecraftian.
Otherworldly horror that you can't describe because it's indescribable.
Kind of, yeah. Horror. But I'm so tired. Anyway, but I really liked this movie a lot, and it is good.
How did you spell a lot in your paper?
So the
is it one word or two? One L or two? I can't remember how to spell a lot.
Oh yeah, one thing I was going to mention is one of the things that this creature does is it's highly radioactive to the point where if you get anywhere near it, it will actually burn your skin. And prolonged exposure or exposure too close, it will literally melt the flesh off your bones. There's one
movie you should see.
There's one scene in this that I was quite legit shocked by, that this was in a film from 1957. I was just like...
There's a film that Mario Bava helped direct, not the main director, called Kaltiki the Immortal Monster.
Yeah.
That might be up your alley.
Sure, yeah. And, but, I mean, it was shocking in a good way. I mean, I was thinking, like, God, in 1957, that must have been just jaw-droppingly horrifying. But yeah, but at the time, Hammer gleefully accepted the X rating for their horror films because it's it actually got more people to watch them because they wanted to see these forbidden horror movies, you know. So that's why, much like Quatermass, how it was the Quatermass experiment, this one again, X, the unknown. It's a play on the ratings. So they loved their movies getting X ratings. But then the ratings changed in the 70s. Yeah. Yeah, they are definitely an otherworldly horror, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, a lot of the short of it is, all I was going to say is, if you like the Quatermass movies, you probably want to check this one out too. It's definitely up the same alley, and I think just as entertaining. I liked it a lot.
Cult gang shit. Let's go.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, I think we're done. I think that is another show for this week.
Yep.
We've lost almost a third of our audience. I farted them away.
Late, you know? Some people actually still do to work.
Yeah.
Sadly, even though it's Sunday.
I know.
Feel so
So,
bad. I'm so sorry, guys.
So at some point tomorrow, Skinslip and I are going to be watching the first 5 episodes of Survivors from 1975, the British series. We will provide the means for you to watch the show with us as well. You don't have to worry about finding it. We got you covered. We'll give you details at the time. All right, so not sure when that's going to be. It's going to be sometime tomorrow during the day. But basically just stay tuned, and we'll let you know. And we're looking to do a bunch of sort of watch parties this week as well. Haven't quite decided what we're going to be watching. Stuff. It'll be fun.
Don't worry, Brinsley, Ralph. It's going to be announced. Don't worry.
Brinsley Ralph, what?
I said Brinsley, but I'm going to say Ralph. Roth. Roth Sathi.
Yes, Roth Sathi. Yeah, we will announce it. Don't worry. We'll let you know. We'll let you know. 'Cause I know a lot of people are wanting to know. All right. So have yourselves a wonderful day or night, and we will see you next time. Until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. And sayonara.
Mind bullets.
Mind bullets.
Penis.
I got butt bullets. The hell is that? I can never find the damn thing. Where's the other thing? Oh, god damn it.